Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome.
Hey.
Garrett will be covering me for a time because I am in allergy hell at the moment, awaiting Pill's arrival. So
I am definitely not going to do the Golden Saucer Unlock quest because I 100% didn't lose my entire weekend fighting with hard drive failure.
Good. You got some time. I hear it's pretty short. I don't remember it. It was a long time ago. We're gonna make it, everybody. We're all gonna make it. Everyone here is gonna make it. It's gonna arrive.
We are gonna make it. That's a bad joke. That's
there
a bad
we go.
joke.
All right. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. I got the nose, the itchy eyes, all of it. All of it. We're coming in live, though. Hope y'all had a lovely, lovely weekend. Hope y'all got up to video games.
Hope y'all had a good time.
I'm gonna be so out of it, man. And then when the pill hits, I'm gonna be all loopy. So, you know, it's great. It's great. We're gonna read some Nanamo today. We're gonna finish up 4.1. We're gonna go ahead and have some dungeons. It'll all happen before you know it. Thank you at the very top here to an angry druid for the super chat, getting us going before we were even live today. Says, I'm so ready for this one. Y'all gonna get my favorite fight in Stormblood today. Sadly, can never watch live due to having garbage Sega internet.
Garbage Sega internet? Are you watching on a Dreamcast that had a hookup for internet?
The S is capitalized, the E is lowercase, the capital GA. So that might be a region that I'm not immediately familiar with.
Somcast Ethernet, go away. That's what it stands for. I got nothing.
I shall return.
Okay, sounds good. Hi, chat. How are you doing? John, thank you for the membership. Thank you for supporting our stream, our channel, Kyle and myself. Welcome to the Gearbox. Enjoy your emojis. And if you're in our Discord, you should link it to your YouTube because then you get access to the members-only chat channels. Abavon, I'm reading yours to make sure Kyle doesn't need to hear this. Let's see. You know what? Whatever. Thank you for the super chat. I am taking my membership milestone message to remind everybody. Oh, it's not a membership. Yeah. That to either store your game files in OneDrive or back up your game client settings. That's a good thing you should remind people of. I learned that the hard way this week. What is going? Oh my god! I'm sorry. I'm just getting to the Golden Saucer for the first time because I just was trying to. All I was trying to do was unlock it. That's all I wanted to do. There's very scantily clad ladies wearing bunny ears, not bunny ladies. Is it an important distinction in this game?
I believe the bunny ladies weren't in game when they created the saucer by many years.
Okay, yeah, well, I mean, they're all humans. Okay, they are all, every single one of them, well, yours.
I mean, I believe everyone wears the bunny ears and the tights, so.
Oh, dude, are there dudes?
It is not bunny girl exclusive.
Okay.
Plus,
all right,
a lot of animes and stuff have things for bunny girls, so bunny girl is a thing. I'm not sure where it originated from. I mean, obviously, you know, bunnies, sexuality, like rabbits. You know, there's a through line
mostly, there. Yeah, I mean, as an American, I mostly just think of Playboy.
Yeah. Playboy.
Not really a thing I think of much anymore, though.
Well, yeah, it's not really in the cultural zeitgeist at the moment.
I remember, like, dude, Playboy crap was like plastered on everything growing up.
Well, yeah, there were hats, and then Hugh Hefner would arrive in movies that weren't exactly adult movies. But yeah, and guessing that way, you had a pretty good PR team.
Yeah. Anyway, I've successfully unlocked the Golden Saucer, and
perfect.
I didn't mean to click on Nanamo before coming here, but I did because she was right next to the hand-in for the quest I wanted to do. But she had like a line of dialogue and then came here. So if you want to just head your way over to the Golden Saucer.
Sounds good. I
will be all set. What is Tonri wearing? Oh my god. Tonri just showed up and whatever glamour you are wearing is phenomenal.
Thank you for the super...
Did you see Tonri's outfit?
No. I've been chilling here in the airship landing. We've got a nice little crew here.
It's like Genji Tron.
Okay, I think I've seen the set. I think I'm aware of the set.
Got some discs.
I think that's the
digging it.
PvP set. The Allegan PvP set would be my guess.
Ah, I don't usually like elegant stuff, but this is a really cool set. Not usually a fan. All right, let's see here. Laura, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the Gearbox. Enjoy your emojis. Enjoy your members only chat in our Discord channel. Let's see here. Sorry, everything is...
Oh, we're gonna make it. We're all gonna make it.
Everything that's technical is fighting me. We're slowly getting into... I'm slowly, but surely things are working.
Good. Also, nice flips. I've never seen that emoji. Also, across from me here, Fane was reading a book. Is the reading a book emoji available for inlock in the game, or is that a store thing? Because it was also a loop, and I like looping emojis very much, and reading a book is very classy. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. That looks good. Oh, you're even like reading aloud and stuff. Talking occasionally.
Cool. I should invite you to a party.
Oh, it's not a looping emote? Bummer. There needs to be more looping emotes for casual hangouts. So it's just kind of long, or are they spamming it, maybe using a macro? Macro, okay, cool. Bummer. The firmament quests are massive. I want to get my glasses one, but it is long. There's a lot to do in this game. You all may be aware of just how much there is to do in this game. But there's a lot.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is the most content light game I've ever experienced.
Extremely content light, you know.
I would so much rather be grinding covenants for the 4th time.
I mean, we're basically done. We basically beat the game, you know. Game over.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna make it. It was a pleasure seeing you all here. Thank you for joining me in the airship landing. I'm gonna go talk to Nanamo. We're all gonna make it. Oh, I was out on the farm yesterday, and I think I just absorbed the pollen.
Today's really gonna be interesting. This will take the I can't see Kyle to a whole new level, because I'm not gonna be able to tell when you're just being quiet for quiet's sake or being quiet because you're literally dying.
I mean, I could try to like, what do I got? Try to give you a sound cue. I can play drums anytime I'm sneezing.
Okay.
That's Evil Whispers. Evil Whispers.
Evil Whispers?
Yeah, I got spooky music. This is all my D&D stuff.
Oh, that spooky music is like kind of hurting my ear.
Let's see. Yeah.
That scree in the beginning is a lot. Very high pitched.
All right. Oh, what was I?
Here we go. I've ridden aboard a public airship before, but this shall be my first visit to the Golden Saucer. I must confess to some excitement.
And she's off. All right, I shall now go join you.
Thank you, Fane. I'm glad you appreciate my glamour.
Where do I
Oh
go?
wait, what in the butts? Why is God? Why is my camera turning? How do I stop this?
Your camera's turning?
Everything has been reset because this game saves nothing. Surprised I didn't throw my money away. What is happening with my camera? I used to have it set where I could run towards myself and the camera would not turn around. I hate that. I hate when the camera adjusts. How do I undo that?
Well, thank you for all the lovely tabletop decorations, Sin. Have I been in crypto? No. We're gonna make it as an old like fit community thing. We're all gonna make it. We're all gonna be buff. We're all gonna meet our macros. We're all gonna eat onions. You know, it's a little probably like 2015, 14. If Crypto Bros took that, then they took it straight from the fit community, which isn't fair.
It's okay. I'm sure someone then stole it from them because it turns out it was fungible. Where is legacy controls? I don't even remember. I haven't messed with camera settings in so long. Is that a character thing? Is that a character configuration?
Ah.
Yes.
Okay. You found what you're looking for. Jeff H, thank you for the super chat. What's the most popular instrument in the Azim steppe? The azalea phone. Nice.
That's oh no. That is definitely not it. I hate that. Holy shit. Oh my god, that's bad. No, there was something.
What is it?
I just don't want to. I just don't want the camera to turn. I don't want it to automatically turn behind me when I start running. That's all I want. And if I change it to legacy type, like I want to be able to run towards my view.
Yeah.
And if I turn it to legacy type, I just start running whatever direction the camera is pointed. But on standard type, the camera always swivels behind me, and I'm trying to remember. I thought I found a way to turn that off. Standard. Oh, auto adjustment. Never auto adjust. Ah, found it. Yeah. Holy crap. Wow. Yeah. No, I never tried legacy camera controls. I hate that with a burning passion.
You are wrong, but it's okay. It's okay.
God,
you'll
no,
be okay.
I'm not.
You'll be okay. We're all gonna make it.
No.
We're all gonna
Whoever
make it.
plays like that, I don't know how you live.
It's very good for positionals.
Do you put your shirt on before you put your underwear on when you come out of a shower? Because that's what it freaking feels like.
What? That's fine. That's fine.
No, legacy is garbo. Holy shit.
You are arguing against the most efficient and highly effective way to play.
No.
You have entered personal opinion, and that's okay. That's okay.
You're arguing against a good user experience.
You know what? It's all good. Let's talk to Nanamo before you're wrong more.
I had heard descriptions of the splendor, yet I had never dreamed it would be so bright and inviting. No, I couldn't possibly. We did not come here to fritter away the royal coin. Godbert will be expecting us come. Let's head directly to the lounge and ignore these gaudy temptations.
Where are you? Oh yeah, here you are. You look very casual. Well done. Who was it I was supposed to be looking at?
Well, I took one step in here and I was like, I shouldn't be armored up.
Ah.
Who you're supposed to? Oh, Tonry. His glam is rad. If he's still in it. Oh yeah, he is. He's really
Let me
strong.
hide my. Oh, okay. Actually, this wasn't the one I was thinking of. I think this might also be a Halligan set though. Anyway, the wind's a blowing. Obsolete? Okay, late Halligan I believe that's the Halligan set. Where are we going? See, this is what happens. You enter the Golden Saucer and there's all these constant prompts about where you should be and what you should be doing. So it's
I see a
distracting.
quest icon. I'm running that way.
Okay.
Oh, and there's an Aetherite I should attune to.
I've been doing the triad. The triple triad's really fun.
This place is so busy.
Oh yeah, well the event I think is ending today, if not already ended.
I picked a bad week to have my hard drive fail. Oh, do I have to talk to this person to go through this door? How do I get... Oh, there's a ramp. There's a ramp. There's so much to look at. Dude, this place is going to be insane when they put in that new lighting.
Yeah, it'll be very pretty. My dad. I gotta go down yellow.
Oh, okay. All right. I think I found her. Oh, and there's Ethernet shards around the Golden Saucer. I'm going to have to pick these up.
We talk to an attendant?
Oh wow, I'm getting flamed for the legacy controls. Hey Kyle, is that why you're bad at jumping?
No, I'm great. Wait, I technically got better at jumping. I wasn't using legacy controls back when I was jumping. It's fine. You know, if you want to poke the bee's nest, it's fine. You can go for it. It's gonna be it's a
all right.
wasp's nest. You know, they sting multiple times.
Okay. Hey, it's cool to be wrong. I can see where that'd be good if it was on controller, but that is dog shit for keyboard. Holy shit, it's bad. Nowl, thank you for the super chat. I really don't get the hate for Legacy. It controls like every other game in the industry. You just have to click to move the camera instead of not. I mean, that's not like literally any other MMO I played. So I don't agree with that super chat at all. That's not how any MMO I played controls. except maybe, you know, Elder Scrolls because it's first person and it has its own unique controls. But any tab targeting, like SWTOR doesn't control like that, WoW doesn't control like that. Although I do have to, I turn off auto adjust camera on everything I play because I don't like my camera to auto adjust. No, I'm not a keyboard turner, I'm a mouse turner. Which is part of the reason why Legacy feels really bad to me. John, thank you for the super chat. As an Anonymous stan, this is my favorite patch. I hope you enjoy. Ah, I could see you rather enjoying this if you were an Anonymous fan. I'm curious as to where it's going.
I'm proceeding. I'm proceeding.
You're here. You're standing next to me, are you not?
I believe this is where we are to meet Lord Manderville. Shall we sit while we await his coming?
Is this the Mr. Manderville I've heard so much about?
I'm not entirely sure. Because I haven't done the quest either, but he's all yours if you'd like him. I hear he's
Is
wacky.
anyone what kind he's wacky?
He's wacky. He's wacky, but I don't think he's...
I'll adapt this.
He's got white hair, though, so I'm not sure.
Oh, interesting. Someone's saying try Legacy with auto adjust off. I will try that. I'll give that an honest try. My apologies, Your Grace. I've kept you waiting. I don't really know what to do with this guy yet. My throat's still getting over COVID, so.
Oh, pardon me.
No apologies necessary, Godbert. My request was sudden, and you were kind to make yourself available on such short notice.
When the Sultana herself comes calling, there's no more important engagement. Now he said they couldn't animate him sitting?
As to the purpose of my visit, I would have your thoughts on how the Crown might best aid the refugees residing in the Nalan. You are aware that I am sure that many of the Alamigos' displaced sons and daughters long to return to their newly liberated homeland. And you are also aware of how they will suffer without shelter and work to sustain them.
Are we trying to get them all jobs as bunny girls?
Well, this is...
The goblet is also in her jurisdiction, so...
I'm gonna be honest. I think you should have answered that as Nanamo. I got excited for a second there.
I apologize.
I would use our nation's wealth to spare them that suffering. What advice have you for me on the matter of how it might best be distributed?
Oh, he's got the 6 dots on his head. The unusual circumstances of our meeting and your Grace's choice of companion would suggest me to desire for an honest and unvarnished opinion. I shall give you one. My advice to you is stop. Taxing Ulda's wealth to save Alamigan refugees is a terrible, terrible idea. Looks like he's kind of got the Colonel Sanders suit going on. Hey, you can come and say hi real quick. Sorry, Katie just got home.
You opposed my
How you doing?
proposition?
Sorry, I had to skip lunch today. I'm just saying hi real fast.
No worries.
All right, I'm good now. Most emphatically, I agree with your Grace that the refugees must have housing and employment, but what profit is there for Ulda in this arrangement?
Profit? After all you have done for Girabanya's displaced, I thought you'd be the very last person to seek to benefit from their misfortune.
Forgive me, Your Grace, but you appear to be laboring under a misapprehension. It is fine to endeavor to support one's fellow man, I fear. However, that your stance is one born of pity. Your intent is to save the refugees, is it not? For all our potential, we are indolent creatures by nature. If unconditional charity is all we know, then we begin to rely upon it to expect it. And then we must consider Ulda's own poor and downtrodden. Should they hear of you spending the nation's coin, not to improve their lot, but to nurture the distant citizens of Alamigo, it is unlikely they will applaud your generosity. Surely it is not your grace's intention to foster new resentments, but to spread goodwill? This guy's so wacky.
I mean, you're reading him like nerd with the figurines. What was his name?
My throat is in pain. So, this is what we're getting. But
Hancock.
like, he's just
Hancock.
He's just
like
talking
Hancock
about
2.0.
economics, man.
Yeah.
It's like an economics class.
I mean, he's clearly being quite boring here. I believe he's very wacky in other scenes, but maybe this is a on character like seriousness. Like, whoa, you talk about money, we're talking about serious business. I'll be wacky all the time in side quests, but you know, money is serious.
Yeah, I'm just from I was mostly just making a joke, but I was expecting Willy Wonka, and instead I'm getting Ben Stein.
Indeed. Then any support I pledge to the refugees must promote self-sufficiency, whilst also serving in the interest of the people of Ul'dah.
Exactly so. Such an arrangement will create a far more equitable relationship with the returning Elamigans, even as it generates the revenue required to win the approval of your subjects.
You have given me much to ponder, Lord Vanderville. I thank you for your candor. And then they played Triple Triad till dawn.
Now I'm just thinking about them playing Until Dawn, which would also be amusing.
Isn't that the Warhammer game?
No, not at all. It's like a horror story game. Winkle, thank you for the super chat. White-haired man with sunglasses at Hildebrand's Faja. Yes, that's an Austin Powers reference. All right. And Callow says Godbert is only wacky in side content. Okay.
Profit. The thought never even crossed my mind. But standing about lamenting my nativete will not do anyone any good. I shall consider my lessons learned and press on. Val, Tuna, are you perchance acquainted with any successful merchants? If my attempt at philanthropy is obliged to reap a profit, it would seem wise to consult someone with a knack for business. Ordinarily, I would not trust any agent of the East Aldine Trading Company, but if you hold this Hancock fellow in high esteem, I am content to lead by you. You may repay my faith by journeying to distant Kugane and speaking with him on my behalf.
Oh, God damn it.
Eager though I am to visit those shores, I have not the leisure for a lengthy sea voyage. Now, assuming you will travel as adventurers as you want to do, I shall await your report by the Aetheryte in Ul'dah. A fair journey to you, Valentuna, and a swift one, if you please.
I too am hoping this is a swift one. Oh boy, howdy. Jonathan, thank you for the super chat. His wackiness and side content is like Leslie Nielsen Airplane. Okay. He's a straight man with wacky stuff happening around him. Okay. So he is not himself wacky. Gotcha. Oh, thank you for spending the big money for
you're
the
welcome.
port to Kugane.
You're welcome. I'm loaded.
I'll get us on the way back. You're loaded? Did you make money while I was gone?
No, I've mostly just been playing in the Golden Saucer.
Ah. Oh boy, Kyle. There's a lot of politics for patch content I was hyped about.
I'm so deep in allergies, man. Like you gotta amp it up. You gotta carry it. You gotta, be psyched for Hancock here. You gotta do it for me. Do it for me. Bring the Hancock. Full blown.
I'm just confused. People were so stoked. We're talking economics here. It's a little weird is all. All right, are you at Hancock?
I'm here.
All right.
If you'd
Were
be
you
so
Hancock
kind.
or was I Hancock?
Yeah, I would believe I was Hancock, but if you could be so kind.
All right, Tuna Val, to what do I owe the pleasure, or are you here on business? I beg your pardon, Her Grace the Sultana would have my opinion on how to invest in the wealth of Ul'dah? My dear Tuna and Val, I have you both to thank for this recognition, I am sure, and I am flattered that you came to me, truly flattered. But why settle for a lowly apprentice when you can have my master, or the master? Upon matters of profit, there is no living soul better qualified to advise Her Highness Her Grace than the Chairman Lolorito, a man whose morning exertions are said to fill his guard robe with gold. I should be happy to arrange a meeting for you, say, at the Scion's former headquarters in Thanalan. The Waking Sands would seem a suitably neutral venue for negotiations, don't you think? Fare you well, Tuna and Val, and may your dealings prove fruitful. That seems odd, like, because doesn't Nanamo deal with Lolorito somewhat regularly?
Well, we didn't want to talk to Lolorito. We wanted to talk to Hancock, who is kind of sort of our friend, adjacent to Lolorito, and now we've been sent back to talk to Lolorito. So Hancock is proving himself useless in a on-character sort of way. So I think we would rather deal with Hancock than Lolorito, but Hancock pointed us straight to Lolorito. Also, Craftless Rogue, thank you for the embrace the legacy, embrace the Hancock.
Yeah. No, it's not like a complaint or anything. It's just a little weird, like, because we already knew he was tied to Lolorito, right? So like, probably should have saw this coming and cut out the middleman. Anyway, we're heading to Ul'dah, which I will foot the bill for.
Oh, it's too late. I've already gone.
You have?
I'm already there.
I didn't get a toast.
Oh, maybe because we were in instance content because we were hanging with Hancock. So maybe we don't exist on the same
probably it.
plane of existence.
I had just assumed you hadn't gone already yet. Dark Herarius, thank you for joining our membership. Thank you for supporting the channel. Enjoy your emojis. Enjoy your chat channel. My throat feels like sprained. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble talking.
Welcome back, Val and Tuna. Did your merchant friend have any useful advice to share? With Lolorito, and you agreed to this? Well, I am aware of his standing in the field of business, but I had hoped to keep the monetarius at arm's length, and him in particular. Nay, I cannot live in fear of the man. I must learn how to treat with him, if I am to rule effectively. Very well, I will meet with Lolorito. Let us go ahead to the Waking Sands and prepare for his coming.
Oh, we traveled via cutscene.
Oh, did we?
Oh, we're in the Waking Sands.
That's convenient. We're like straight up here.
That threw me off for a second. All right, Animo, what's up?
Pardon me? So
this is where the Scions first congregated. I've heard many tales, but never had the occasion to visit. To work, then. The hour of our meeting draws near, and I would gather my thoughts. Pray, see to it that we have an appointment room to ourselves.
Oh, like we kicked out everybody.
They cut the scene where we very politely asked them to leave.
This must be important business indeed. Though,
God,
if
such
it
a raging
concerns
D-bag.
anything so underhand as an assassination, I fear I can be of little help.
I love its voice actor. Just oozes D-baggery. Are you ready?
I am ready.
3, 2, 1, go. I guess it was a long delivery. You're darn right, AC Esquire. You had to hop up.
Nice.
You have made your point. 'Tis indeed unsettling to find oneself seated across from an impassive mask.
The big reveal.
Oh,
There.
cool eyes.
Would this better please your grace? Or should I address you as Lady Lilira?
Duncan.
Nay, the deception has served its purpose. I am glad to see you found amusement in my little jest, Lord Lolorito, but shall we proceed to the business at hand?
By all means. I must say I am most eager to hear your proposal.
Simply put, I would aid the refugees camped in Thanalan in their efforts to return to Alamigo. The reparations you paid in the wake of your earlier misdemeanors will be used to fund the endeavor, together with the fortune seized from the late Teleji Adeleji's estate. But this plan is not intended to benefit the displaced alone. I would make of this an investment which shall enrich Uldar and Alamigo both. And who better to consult on matters of profit than the wealthiest man in all of Thanalan? I beseech you then, Lord Lolorito, share with us your mercantile wisdom.
Ah, 'twould seem your grace has matured beyond acts of earnest yet misplaced charity. Pray tell me more.
And so she does.
To summarize, in return for facilitating the repatriation of refugees and assisting in the establishment of new industry in Alamigo, you ask that a proportion of all subsequent profits be promised to Uldar.
You're not wrong, Luke.
I am impressed, Your Grace. 'Tis an elegant solution, albeit one lacking certain crucial details, specifically which industry and where.
How swiftly you identified the weakness in my plan, just as I knew you would. Your travels have taken you across the length and breadth of Gear Abania, and you know the land far better than I. Which of the settlements you visited would best provide a home for our refugees? Which has the greatest potential to flourish, given the appropriate investment?
Oh, jeez. The test.
I had no effing clue. Not I'm gonna be honest, I didn't listen to a damn thing you said.
Does the salterly actually produce salt and therefore would be a business? Because that'd be my guess.
That's the only one I really remember anything about from I know what type of work would be here way. So that's the one I would go with, just based on I don't remember what's in Alagiri or Alagana.
Let's do that.
So I'm just gonna go with the saltery.
Oh, pardon me, I clicked it.
I did too.
Yes, that desolate little village on the
I
shore
don't
of
think anyone's gonna
Loxel.
die in the cinematic, so I'm not sure syncing up is as important.
I know the Sultry and its products well. The Imperial invasion brought an end to their more widespread distribution, much to the dismay of many a wealthy gourmand, myself included. Salt has ever been a transformative ingredient, and in this instance, I dare say, it could transform a modicum of effort into a mountain of gil.
The local citizens will need to be consulted, of course, but I trust the East Aldenar Trading Company can be relied upon to provide its assistance in negotiating a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Naturally, Your Grace. I shall dispatch representatives well-versed in the extraction of this white gold and wring every last ounce of profit from its production. The loch's bounty will contribute to Alamigo's enrichment, whilst easing the burden on the bull's aching shoulders. Just as your grace desired.
A deal is struck then.
All right. We passed our Banjo-Kazooie Final Fantasy XIV quiz.
I haven't thought about that aspect of that game in a very long time.
The quiz at the end. It was,
Yeah,
it was such a surprise. It was so fun. All right, engaging Nanamo.
I need just a moment. I am categorizing that clip.
Very well. I think we're getting there, everybody. But oh, jeez.
Okay, back to Nanamo.
Almost there. I fear it'll be many years before I feel comfortable taking part in such negotiations. But I shall not complain. We have piqued Lord Laurito's interest and secured his invaluable expertise. Thank you, Valentuna. I could not have done it without you. Is this that egg thing?
Oh, that's a lobster.
Give me the money.
Our course is decided. I shall return to the palace and have my ministers begin work on implementing the particulars of our plan. If I could prevail upon you one more time, Valentuna, I would ask you to convey the details of our negotiation to Commander Hext on the return to El Amigo. Oh, a little pippiny there. My thanks again. Together, we have laid the groundwork for an endeavor which promises to benefit the people of El Amigo and Ul'dah both.
El Amigo.
Papashan. I don't remember.
This isn't
Papashan.
another one where it's not gonna pop because we're instanced. Lost Methods is just sitting here making stuff as we pour it in. In your favorite apron.
Yeah, he looks. It's a good apron. It's a good apron. I mean,
It is
Lost
a good
Mythics
apron.
is almost always making things. They are a mercantile mastermind. Anyway, crew's all here.
Nice. All right, give me just a second here. I noticed a grave error. Didn't have Zelda out. All right, clicking on lease. Tuna, Val, you're back. What did Nanamo say? Oh, sorry. Are you? Oh, crap. Auto freaking advance. Other effort. Oh, are you? Sorry. Are you allowed to talk about your audience with the Sultana? So, Raban says he's going to return to Ul'dah, but she isn't sure he wants to. Tell us something we don't know, but I'm pleased to hear she's committed to helping our refugees come home. Oh, God, dude, for a hot second, I thought that was Alisei. In his plan to revitalize the Sultry, it does make a lot of sense. Quite how you convinced her to seek Lolorito's help is another question. After all that has happened, he is the very last person I would expect her to turn to for advice. But on a more practical note, Lise, assuming the interim government elects to accept Ul'dah's proposal, I have one caveat I should like you to include in the bargain. Alamigo must be permitted to cover a portion of the investment. We have a fortune at our disposal after all, and allowing Uldar to provide the entirety of the capital will afford Lolorito too much control. Honestly, Alphino, it's like Kugane never happened. What exactly does a ruthless profiteer have to do to earn your trust?
Wowies.
But yes, you do make a good point. First things first, though, we need to discuss this proposal with the Sultaria's residents. Also, you did yourself refer to him as a ruthless profiteer.
Yeah.
Whisker? I don't remember. Oh, it's the youth.
Yes, he was
Who's
the
not very
youth. He was
youthful.
the frazzled
It's
youth.
the not youthful youth. Whisker, how do you fancy explaining the Sultana's plan to your grandfather? I'd like to hear what Watt thinks of the idea before agreeing to anything.
Right away, Commander. Would you mind coming along, Val? I need you to fill in the details.
Oh, she's taking a piss. Okay, she was being sarcastic. That makes more sense. Needed like quotations or something. They use quotations too in this game. I'm not crazy, right, Kyle? They've used quotations to signify sarcasm before.
I know a character has done air quotes before, I think, but
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Or maybe I'm thinking of another game.
maybe. I don't know. Anyway, Alpha says, then I shall come along as well. Should Watt wish to discuss figures, my knowledge of the nation's finances may prove useful.
No, man. B-plot not getting a single line in it. But I guess he did say he doesn't really know much about money and he just wants to hero and give it out, so. He did mention earlier it's not his place to get involved.
Respect for shutting up when you have nothing to add. There is not a port out there, so we're going to have to hoof it.
Yeah, it looks like we might be slightly better off porting, but let's ride. Let's go see the land and its people.
Let's ride. The High Bank. Oh, High Bank. Is there like a proper way? Oh yeah, there's like a ramp and shiz. Okay.
Yeah. We'll go down and around.
I've always just like jumped off the cliffs here and never pay attention to the proper way to get back up. I like this little area, the dried out salt lake.
Yeah, no, it's a nice little theme. It's a unique little zone. What's the spiky boy there?
Spiky boy?
Yeah, is it like a big dead fish or something?
I think it's a broken statue. It's a head.
Oh,
with hair.
yeah, you're right. I see the face
With
on it.
Big old honking anime hair.
It's cool to come back here too and do the dungeon. I'm glad we didn't linger on that idea too much. There's so many zones they introduced in expansions that I feel like without the passage of time for an expansion, you just don't get to see much of it. Because I'm sure a lot of this is farmable land with like Azus Law felt really underutilized when going through the MSQ. But I have no doubt as a current player that you were there doing things, farming things, getting
It
things.
felt super endgamey, right?
Yeah.
Like, it just had that vibe. What manner of mischief brings you youngins to Old Watt this time, eh? Sonny?
Oh, excuse me. They want to reveal the
Grandsonny?
sultry, Granddad. Val, tell them about the deal.
Well, bugger me. We never had the coin on the hands to put the place back to how it was. But it sounds like that's about to change. There's just one small wrinkle in your plan. It doesn't account for the nasties queuing up to eat anyone who goes near the shore. The king used to send soldiers to cull the buggers, but the Imperials weren't about to help the likes of us.
Don't worry, Granddad. We'll take care of all that. Commander Hex has been talking about starting up a regular patrols, and I'm sure he'll assign me to the lock if I asked.
I'd appreciate that, Wesker, my lad. Truly, I would. So, does this mean you've gotten better with that blade of yours?
Such a small lad are you, Whisker. I've been training but mostly to kill Imperials.
He's so much taller than Watt.
You've some experience hunting monsters, don't you, Val? Do you think you could cast an eye over a few of the local beasties and teach me how to deal with them? Let's not waste any time then. I'll see you by the lock.
While you are busy attending to the local fauna, I shall have Master Watt explain to me exactly what is required to restore the saltery to its former glory. Good hunting. All right.
Yeah, gotta go.
Super Sideswiper, thank you for the super chat. It was originally a statue of Ralgar. Ah, Ralgar had amazing hair.
He did. All right, making my way down the hill. Right then, Val. I've got a spyglass here that you can use to take a closer look at those pests. Once you've got their measure, you can tell me what to do, and we'll see how well I get on.
Search your surroundings for yabbies. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out, target a yabby, and inspect with left click. Are we doing another zoom in side quest? Or, well, not a side quest, but... Oh, yeah, it's just like the dart. Is that a yabby?
I don't know. It's right in the middle. I assume it's a yabby.
Are you supposed to, like, find its weak point?
Observe the yabby. Discover its weak point. Click to execute observe. A neck or a back or
yeah,
face?
I'm fairly certain I've clicked everywhere and it ain't doing
a
nothing.
leg? Let's see.
What?
Discover the yabby's weak point.
Okay, I have clicked all over this yabby.
Yep. No, I see chat going slowly faster, but this is about our organic experience, so we're gonna keep yabbing.
I don't
Click to
know.
execute observe. Maybe we're zoomed in too far. Maybe we gotta really take a proper Pokemon snap photo of it and get ranked on the other side.
I don't get this.
Maybe it's like we sort of hover around and there's like a highlight that happens or something. Like something will happen to the little X in the middle. So let's like kind of do a scanning.
Yeah, I feel like I've...
Wait. Wait. Oh no, that's a building clipping in the background. Never mind. That's graphic.
No. Okay. Okay.
Observing the hell out of this animal.
Yeah.
Oh wait. No, what? Oh wait. Hang on.
Where?
The X changed.
The X changed?
The X changed when I was like by its leg. It like. There we go. Wait.
What is?
Oh wait, no. I think that just means my observe is on cooldown.
I have absolutely no idea what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah, there's like a cooldown on my X.
Yeah, when you click, it takes a second or two before you can click again.
Yeah.
Boy, howdy. At this point, I would have Googled it. PS3 died for this.
Has no weaknesses. It's immune to bullets. I mean, I assume like under the neck, like classic, if I was to battle this thing, There's a
Yeah, I think anything except the hard shell portions, like.
Yeah. But I assume we wouldn't like get under.
Okay. I think it's the horns hanging off the bottom of the mouth because it just worked.
Oh yeah, the jaw.
I had already clicked on the jaw. I had to go lower. That's why I think it's those like mandibles.
Yeah.
Because I had already tried like the head and the mouth and everything.
It's a Balchinian.
Underside of its head looks soft and vulnerable. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, but like the area under it. That's fair. You know, they got
Thank you for the obvious super chat, Super Side Swiper.
Well, I mean, it's fair that it has a cooldown. Otherwise, you just go, you know, they knew what gamers would do, which is go, no, this doesn't make any sense. I'm just going to fire completely randomly for an extended period of time. So they countered that by giving it a cooldown.
The thing is that's really funny, though, is I like swear I already clicked that area, right? Like, so that's like, it's such a tiny margin for error.
Well, because it has it's the visual language. The creature has a huge plate on its head and back, so you're aiming at the underside, but you actually had to like where we were clicking was where the testicles connect. What they wanted to do for us to really get like right on the balls. And when you click on the whole crotch, you're like, I have selected the crotch, but it was like, no, like really get in there, get down in there. And you know, that's where the language fell apart. But you know, we succeeded.
No, it was an unfortunate barbed wire accident. They only have one testicle left, so you need to get the left one.
We passed our greatest challenge. You know, Omega, Black Hole Sun, whatever his name was, X-Death, all of them fail in comparison to this moment. We did it.
You just gotta give it a physical.
Yep.
You know, turn your head and cough.
Exactly.
Giant animal thing.
Really up in there. So it looks like you found a yabby, and they say hitting their shell like smacking a rock. Any suggestions? And then they even let us fail here. Like, we just went through that whole thing, and then you're gonna be like, nah, screw you, kid. I'll give them the actual advice. I worked for that. Vulnerable under the head, are they? Right then. Wish me luck. What level is that thing? What level are you?
You're not gonna get the click. It goes straight into a cinematic. So you were wondering about the MMO size up, like if he's high enough level to fight that thing?
Right, well, clearly he did pretty well. It does make me wonder now if we had
I like that that's your question, that's where you go with that, is like, hey, are you high enough level?
Yeah.
Are you high enough level?
If Whiskar, well, that's my thing, right? Whiskar is literally engaging in content. I mean, let's see this thing.
I don't see, you select Whiskar, it doesn't tell you a level.
No, but he is level 69, nice. But that means Whiskar is also at least of our level. Which,
yeah, I mean, it makes sense for the story.
Yeah, well, he got good advice from the Warrior of Light.
Yeah. Jelani, thank you for the super chat. We need a popcorn emoji for moments like that, please. Vernacular Ham sent in a super chat that says, oof, sorry guys, I forgot this part of 4.1. I remember being bored with it, and here I was hyping how... Oh, why is that getting cut off for me? Oh, here we go. I fixed it. How amazing everything after the end of Stormblood was when you finish 4.0. I'm feeling that personally. This feels very slow parts of a Realm Reborn to me for 4.1.
I mean,
but maybe, you know, folks just weren't being specific enough. Like maybe 4.2 or 4.3 is amazing. Like,
at this point, Final Fantasy has fully defined that it is dominoes. Like, they set up a lot of dominoes, and setting up dominoes can be very laborious in that regard. And you'll enjoy certain aspects of it. Like sometimes, you know, you're building dominoes on top of books and doing like kind of a downhill thing, or you got like the domino that hits a slightly bigger one and then you're knocking over whole planks. Like there's going to be exciting parts in the domino, but y'all got to set it up. So we were definitely at an expense. We had knocked over all of our dominoes, and now it's time to set them up again. I'm not surprised by this at all at this point.
I'm not surprised by it either. It's just funny because there's like, I got so many messages from people like, it's so good after this, and I'm like, I mean, this is story.
Yeah, well,
That's how I'm currently feeling. But like I expect it. I mean, this is Final Fantasy. This is how they tell stories. Like, yeah, you're going to get extreme detail, whether it is the most epic thing you've ever witnessed or a table meeting. Like, it's just how they do it.
Yeah, you addressed this quite a bit in our recent Stormblood video, but it's a continuing conversation that is very interesting. There is a lot of prepping and gauging that the Final Fantasy community does to make sure you enjoy a thing, but oftentimes the organic approach without warning would be more powerful. However, I totally understand as a fan, you want people to enjoy things as you did or to see things. There's also the passage of time, right? Like this quest came out after a 3-month break. So while we're just exiting the climax of Stormblood, this is content. This is like solo play content, which you would do at your own pace with very little eagerness to proceed on to Shadowbringer, because it's still another 9 months or more to Shadowbringer proper.
Yeah, that's an important part to think about. Is like, think about if you had, if there wasn't any more narrative for 3 months and you come back, like it makes sense for it to be more of a lead in, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, it's fine. Like I said, it's fine. It's just that it's like, I also like, I want to tease because it's like, oh, this is so amazing. And economics. I'm just like, wow. Is it, like, do a lot of people that play Final Fantasy 14 are they like economic majors? Like, the 4.1 is interesting. It's thick.
I mean, I do wonder how well read the audience is, being that there is so much reading to get here. The barrier to entry is quite high for perhaps what you would call the casual. Hang on, I'm almost better. We're almost.
You're sounding a lot better, dude.
We're almost to pill time. The pills are hitting. We're gonna be great, but it's tickling my
I love
brain.
everyone in chat right now saying Shadowbringers is terrible. It's really bad. You should just quit for real. No, it's too late. I've already read too much hype about Shadowbringers.
I've already bought it. No, I'm really excited about Shadowbringers, as we've talked about, like particularly the horror elements that people have hinted at and all that. But I'm very
economics is awesome. Don't let the government make you think different.
I'm very curious, like what that means for an audience. Like we've heard from people who even watch our videos who skipped all the story, like got every single quest in this game and went click 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 and move on. Now they're kind of watching our videos to like look back at what they may have skipped, and they're doing fine. So there are multiple ways to play it, obviously, but I do think that overall you're going to have a more book learning crowd for Final Fantasy than you would World of Warcraft.
I think it depends on what type of player you are, right? Like I've heard from a lot of people this week that either completely agree with me being more into characters than the lore or completely disagree with that. And so there's like clearly, different strokes for different folks. So yeah, I think, yeah, I'm this way with any story I enjoy.
Unknown character
There's different
says,
things that.
Oh, sorry. Go for it. Complete your thought.
I've lost it. Go ahead.
Okay. Unknown character says, go for the jogulars. Thank you for the super chat. And we got here, some ragamuffin, assemble a new buffalo, then use every part of it. That's an interesting way to put it. You
gotta raise the buffalo. You gotta raise your livestock before you can feast. And then Dino, think of a super chat. Econ majors play Eve. History majors play Final Fantasy 14.
That's not a bad way to think of it, actually.
What if I am neither of those things? Then I'm just a hound for drama, I guess, Kyle.
Yeah, I believe that.
I'm here for the drama.
Because the content you consume, right? I mean, you like a lot of dramas with just humans, no monsters when it comes to your TV watching.
Yes. I usually need some layer of something else, but yeah.
Yeah, no, like a good villain, like you enjoyed Dexter in the past and all that. But that, at no point does Dexter like use the bodies he ate to summon a demon.
Although that would be sick if he did. I would watch that.
Watch the hell out of that.
Man, I would watch a Dexter adjacent show that's about like a necromancer.
Hell yeah.
like a murderer necromancer, and like the local authorities are trying to out him. You know, I've mentioned this before, Kyle. It's cat and mouse.
Yeah.
You know, Breaking Bad, I'm all about the cat and mouse. Death Note, I'm all about the cat and mouse. And Dexter is also a cat and mouse show. Everyone's trying to catch him, and I like that a lot.
Whisker says,
"All right,
thanks, Val. I did just as you told me, and the wavekin went down like a sack of potatoes.
Lalafels?
Popotos? Oh, I guess it's something else.
Poporitos.
Let's find something else. It wasn't potatoes, nor was it. It was popos.
Fantasy potatoes.
Fantasy potatoes.
Okay. Hollow Val, thank you for the super chat. Of all the expansions Final Fantasy XIV has, Shadowbringers certainly is.
There you go.
What's Papatos, precious?
Papayas.
Popatos, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
I think I can handle the Abbeys now, so we should try something different. What else is out there?
Search your surroundings for phobads. You may move. Oh, here we go again.
Yep, we got it though. We know. Oh,
Do
hey, I like
we?
these things.
I'm gonna go right for the lower jaw.
Yeah, I know.
Nope.
We're kind of hovering the outside right now. Like that's gonna kind of look in the. I'm
gonna go for an eye. Oh, I'm getting a pop-up on the eye.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Eyeball.
Oh, yeah. It didn't do that for the other. Or I clicked so quick. I guess maybe I didn't see it. I don't know.
We're scanning the peripherals, the aura.
Okay. This one made more logical sense. The other one had so many things that I interpreted as soft spots that I wasn't thinking about that.
The Phobad's
hands are large and powerful. Oh man, on my end that was synced up perfectly. But destroying its crystallized core should render the Salt Golem inanimate. You sense power pulsating from behind its brow. I love this model
it's
so
a great
much.
Monster. Ugh, a Phobad. How do I defeat one of those?
Let's see. Destroy the core within its brow. Just hit it really. I'm gonna give him the wrong answer and just see what it says.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I want to see what happens.
Report back.
Oh, I even do the smack your fist into your hand.
All right. Well, he says to me, inside its head is it? I'll try stabbing it right between the eyes then.
Oh, he's doing it. He just gave me a thumbs off and ran off.
Oh, perfect.
He got it. Oh, but he's like winded. He's hunched over and he's breathing hard. And it cuts back to me, and I'm super proud.
Oh, messing with him. Trained him
that's
wrong
great.
as a joke. It's not easy fighting with the liberators of Alamigo watching your every move, but I got the job done.
He said the exact same thing to me, but he started with panting.
Thanks for the advice, Val and Tuna. I feel a lot better prepared for my patrols now. Any road, we should head back to the Sultry before Granddad starts to worry. I've been snipped into pieces and fed to a Yabby's hatchlings.
Well, Yabbies, you got to get those ball chins.
Yeah.
Where did you get that lovely sleeveless hoodie?
I believe it was a gift from Sin.
That is so on brand for you, man.
This, I wore it, I think our first night in Alexander, so I've had it for a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Your character is always dressed like what I describe as anime clothes when I see a Wish.com advertisement.
I'll take that as a play. Hey, it's all about the gamble. You never know what you're gonna get. What?
I see you've returned in one piece. Dealt with those beasties, did you then? Then did you? Talked backwards like Yoda?
I fought them myself after a bit of instruction from Valentuna here. Like, Once I've shared what I learned with the others, we should have no trouble keeping the shoreline clear.
Good lad. A fine young man you become, Whiskar. A fine young man indeed, even though you are giant and look like you're 37. Too often of late, I hear tales of folk over in the city drunk on victory and hungry for revenge, their heads stuck firmly, read this very carefully, in the past.
Betwixt their ass.
But we need set our sights on the future, on things which will improve our lot. Things like getting the Saltery ready to welcome our long-lost countrymen. Whiskar's just so jazzed, man. He's starting to really endear himself to me.
Yeah.
Alphino has opinions, thoughts,
No way.
questions, and or comments.
Impossible.
It seems Whiskar has the Saltery scrutiny security well in hand. I, meanwhile, have discussed the next steps with Master Watt and completed my inspection of the site. With a little work, the vacant buildings here could be made into very presentable dwellings.
Presentable, eh? A message from General Aldine. Apologies for the interruption, sir, but the General would speak with you at your earliest convenience.
Do not feel obliged to wait around on my account. I will remain here to hammer out the final details with Watt and act as an intermediary with our business partners in Ul'dah. You should go. I should go.
General Aldine asks that you wait for him by the main gate of the Alamegan corridor. My apologies again, sir. Farewell. Fare you well.
I am come. Crazy Hate wrote in chat, turned down for Watt, and I love it. Oh, Sin, thank you. I can match you now, Kyle.
Oh, nice.
Hold up. Let me just
It's a good look.
let me
Plus-
get in here real quick.
Plus, I'll step in the moonlight here so it can be a little more seen, but I mixed with it our pirate bandana, which looks really nice under there.
I'm gonna keep wearing my where you at? Where you at? I'm gonna keep wearing my kilt, but
Sure.
what's up, bro?
Yeah, you look good. It's a good outfit. Dies well, too. Hang on.
Oh, nice. I do like the black with the red interior, though. That's nice.
I'll just hold down my button for you.
What happened?
If I have to sneeze. I was in sneeze.
Oh, gotcha.
All right. Where are we going? Let's teleport back.
Teleporting back. Yeah, I'm not getting toasted. Oh, no, there it is. Took a second. Did Kyle swear? Yes. Through his nose.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at my calendar real quick.
Calendar?
What are you doing Wednesday at 2? We should go get our ether currents.
2. I should be good for 2. We could probably do a
My
bonus
time.
stream Wednesday. Your time?
Okay.
Yeah, I can probably do that.
Okay, cool. Let's tentatively plan on a 2 p.m. Eastern time Wednesday stream.
Sounds good.
Oh, the cinematic's pretty.
I am prepared.
Oh, it is voice acted. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
People are screaming for the butcher's blood again. No sooner have we broken up one mob than another forms. Thankfully, all have been amenable to reason, thus far. But it is no concern of yours. We must speak of the men Arenvald and his comrades apprehended in the peaks.
By their uniforms, the captives were first judged to be Imperial troops. But after further investigation, their true identities came to light. I dare say you remember Yuyuhasi and Laurentius, the fugitives who conspired with Captain Ilberd in the Crystal Brave's betrayal.
Yes.
Aye, well, it would seem they followed him all the way to the wall. It was they who orchestrated the slaughter of the resistance fighters prior to the Griffin's infernal ritual.
Oh, right. They were pressing the buttons.
Were it in your hands, how would you punish these men?
Pressing the button?
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure they're talking about the Lalafell and the human who were up on the battlements and like pressed the button that released the Garlean robots in to kill everybody.
Oh, I forgot about that entirely.
Because we haven't addressed those two, so I assume that that's who we're talking about.
Mm.
And one of them was like, "Oh, Lord be praised, I feel bad doing this," and the other one was like, "Hey, I'm evil." I mean, for Crystal Brave to press a button, killing a bunch of soldiers to summon forth a primal from Ilbert.
Yeah, I feel like
Cookie.
if we saw them out in the field, we would have killed them.
Yeah, if we engage them in battle, but I feel like since we're not killing Fordola, we need to not execute them because we can't have one execution for one thing and then have a bunch of made up rules for another. So I'm erring on the side of execution is not the answer.
Go with that, and I'll go the other because now I'm curious what happens.
Okay.
All right, you ready? Did you already click?
Yes, I did. Because
You
I
would
figured we'd be out
spare
of sync.
these
So
animals.
I'm gonna unpause.
Yours is a more merciful brand of justice than mine.
So let me know what Robon had to say to you.
Did you pause or unpause?
I auto advance there at the end of Robon's statement.
Okay, I was confused, so I'm already to the second line. He says, here, there is no more fitting sentence for the perpetrators of such a massacre, and that is but one of their crimes. In any event, I thank you for your honesty. When the time comes for the Alliance to pass judgment, I'll see that your opinion is heard.
In any event, I thank you for your honesty.
Cool, and then he
When the
thanked
time
me
comes
for
for
my
the Alliance
honesty.
to pass judgment, I'll see that your opinion is heard.
So what he had to say to me was, you would spare these animals? Yours is a more merciful brand of justice than mine. Ready to re-engage auto advance?
I'm already too far ahead.
Okay,
Well,
I'll
that
see you on the top of
concludes
the
our business
structure.
here.
sounds good.
At the end of that,
But
because I
there
bet
is
that's
more I would
syncing up.
say. Walk with me.
I will walk with him. A beautiful night sky.
It's a shame. There's no way to hide your chat again, it appears, once you show it. So
Oh.
this is going to be bad for clippage.
We can re-record it if need be.
I bear a share
Yeah.
of the blame for Ilbert's atrocities.
All right, I'm at the end of
Had
did.
I openly supported the cause of Alamegan liberation, he might not have felt driven to do what he did.
Chat says right-click it. Oops. I was trying to right-click.
Things could have been different, and I'm sorry they aren't.
Yeah, you have to do it on one of the menus. If you do it on the chat, it'll advance the actual cutscene. So I'm at the end of aren't.
Yep, perfect. All right, let's resync.
What a shit show. Oh no, I did it. Oh my god. Yeah, when you right click, it advances. I'm another one ahead, Kyle. I give up on this cutscene. I'll see you on the other side.
But even after all that has happened, my homeland is free.
Unless
With
you're
the
stuck on
Signs and
forever,
the
because I
Alliance
am
at
now.
their side, my countrymen have reclaimed what many thought lost forever.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. God.
Let those violins soothe you.
Under her new leadership, I have every confidence that Alamigo will emerge from the shadow of the Empire and rise once more to greatness. Which means my work here is done. Soon I will return to Uldar and take my place at the Sultana's side.
Father...
I'll not deny there's a part of me that wants to stay. The same part that contemplated renouncing my rank and joining you as a wandering sellsword.
That would have been badass.
But I pledged my blade to Nanamo, and I will not betray that oath.
Is this truly what you want, Father?
It is. Ever has my sword been hers to command, and ever shall it remain. Thank you for lending an ear. When all the rest are clamoring for me to stay, I trust you'll send me on my way.
Well, yeah, you love her.
Could Raban be any more likable?
If he gave Pippin a piggyback ride off the top of the wall.
Oh, that'd be good. I have questions about how Pippin's sword is smaller than Raban's sword.
Is that true?
Yeah, look at it right now. Look at Raban's sword in
yeah.
the scabbard, and then look at the thing on Pippin's back.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were the same size in the cutscene. I mean, it's not unknown to dual wield with two different sized swords, but yes. Though there may have been a line.
That's a good point.
But technically, like, he may have, glamored it, like, and since boots drop, yeah. So boots drop for Lalafel's, boots drop for Rohirrim or whatever their riders of Rohan. You know, they all, the boots change sizes, bracers change sizes, shirts change sizes. I think it's fair. I think it works in World. It's just cold.
Yeah. Somewhere in there we missed a super chat from Fjord Explorer that says, I've seen a number of players with Brandon Sanderson inspired names, so you're probably not wrong about player demographics liking to read.
Yeah?
I don't know who Brandon Sanderson is.
I believe he's the Wheel of Time guy, or he's one of the big book series of fantasy note.
Gotcha.
Allow me to get my Raban ready.
Get your Raban
That took
on.
longer than I intended, but at least you know where I stand. Now that that's settled, Arnvald, what news?
We may have a problem, sir. A group of Anantan have arrived at the main gates, and I don't mean the Vera. These are Quelaya, and there's the ones that summon the Primal. They're insisting they be allowed to attend the council. Lisa's trying to reason with them, but she may need help. Well, yeah, they're enthralled still.
Are they? Because
because
I feel like that would be a bigger concern, and we would be mentioning the fact more often that they are still enthralled. They're just treating them like they're normal, fine people.
I'm pretty sure because Snake Mom was there, and she was like, "My daughter, what did you do, Hiss?" And Lady of Bliss was like, "Nothing. What you ask?" And like mind controlled everybody. And then when she
I remember
scene,
them getting mind controlled. It's just weird that we don't seem to give a shit.
No one
that
really
they're mind
cares,
controlled,
except for me. I'm holding the torch.
Pippin says... There's Pippin, here he is. An invitation was extended to all the native beast tribes, but we assumed the Qualiana would refuse it out of hand.
We had best go and see for ourselves. Pippin, take command of our forces and be ready for battle.
The Kyle Show, ladies and gentlemen.
Val, Tuna, you've dealt with these Qualiana before. I'd have you at my side.
All right. I am going to go one heroic last nose blow, and I think I'm good, man. So I'm gonna put you in charge. I'll be right back.
All right, cool. How you doing, chat? Yeah, I'm aware there's no cure for tempering. It's just that in the past we've just murdered people that were tempered. Well, I guess we not we, but yeah. Normally someone would kill them. No, thank you for the super chat. Remember that chunk of Ishgard are heretics that were enthralled by Shiva and they are living just fine. Oh, I don't think I picked up on that. I guess that would make sense though, she was a primal. Huh. I guess I never took very specific note of the fact that we were leaving other people that were enthralled alive and well and just being like, all right, well, they're just, you know, crazy people now, I guess. Shiva, who's that? The sylphs are enthralled, but we leave them alone mostly. I mean, what are the sylphs gonna do? Like, give me, like, use razor leaf? Like, Shiva never tempered her followers. Okay, all right. So let's go. I don't remember any of this with Shiva and her followers. I always operated on the assumption that they were of their own sound state and mind. I don't think Ysayle as Shiva tempered her followers. Garrett said the sylphs are weaks. They are weaks. They're little tiny, not scary characters at all. I don't know how they could do any damage. Sylphs will make you poisonous tea. I just won't drink the tea. Problem solved. Which is actually quite true. I don't like tea. Kalo Guru, thank you for the super chat. The important thing is the attitude of the primal. Rama's tempered aren't causing problems as long as you leave them be. Which one was Rama? Was he the one with a big beard? I'm actually... Rama, FF14, bigger. Yes, big beard dude. Okay, cool. For some reason, I just think of that as the striking tree, and I forget the name of the primal. I thought he was cool too, but we didn't spend a lot of time with him. Sylphs are the tea? Oh, that's disturbing. I don't want to drink sentient life form tea. The enthralling beard. That beard was enthralling. We haven't done like a proper reaction to the Final Fantasy 16 trailer, but we did talk about it, and yeah, I'm excited. I've never had a frame of reference to be pre-hyped for any Final Fantasy. But yeah, like that being the first, new Final Fantasy to come out post me starting to play this MMO, I really enjoyed that trailer. That was really cool. Super Side Swiper, thank you for the super chat. The sylphs have powerful lightning and illusion magic as well as poison specialists. So yeah, problem. Yeah, but they look like, they don't look like a problem. They look adorable.
Who's not a problem?
And their leader is the oldest woman alive. I was saying this. They were talking about the enthralled sylphs from Rama, and they're not really a problem. Like there's all these. We've apparently come across multiple. Large groups of enthralled individuals that we just live and let live. And I was like, yeah, but I mean, what are the sylphs gonna do? Like give you a mild paper cut from a leaf? And then Super Side Swiper hit me with the, well, actually, here's lore. And I'm like, yeah, but they just, don't look threatening at all.
I mean, that's an interesting point that we've let others live. I mean, there's definitely some... I mean, the game is full of racism, fantasy racism. Like, there's no denying that in most fantasy worlds. Like it is a built-in prompt for threat, and clearly different beastmen are treated at different calibers by the society. So in this instance, I bring it up more because we're trying to incorporate them back in, or they were part of a strategic alliance beforehand. So it seems like we really need to keep stuff in that regard cleaned up. The plant people, Granny Goodness, the plant person, is interesting. One, because I don't really remember a lot of A Realm Reborn because I was playing so casually at the time.
I didn't particularly enjoy the Sylph stuff, so I didn't really commit a lot of it to memory. It wasn't my
really
favorite
tough.
bit.
And that zone was
I liked
really
the one
laborious.
that died. That was like the first Sylph that really like I liked, and then they killed that Sylph off.
Yeah.
I mean, they're fine. I don't have anything against them, but it's like it's not a part of the game that really like grabs me.
Well,
MMO Richard, thank you for the super chat. Not many new Final Fantasy 14 players realize that each of the patches have their own trailers to watch.
I did watch some of the ones in Heavensward, and visually they were heavy spoilers. I get like it's also a call to action to make people return to the game and resubscribe because you're like, holy crap, look at that thing, look at that boss, that looks awesome. But I haven't been watching them. I tried some Heavensward ones, and I was like, I'm like seeing all the bosses. So when we walk in the room to Alexander, like in particular when we were doing Alexander, Garrett got to have a very organic experience, got to see each boss fresh and hear the music for the first time. By the time we got to Alexander, I had seen all the bosses and heard all the music. Visually due to trailers, auditorily due to listening to video game soundtracks during the day. So I ended up...
I could see us when we're current watching
Absolutely,
trailers
yeah.
and like doing a react, but like going through right now, like I kind of enjoy, because I'm assuming that this is how most new players kind of experience this, is they just barrel through the MSQ and they don't take a break to go watch a patch trailer before they go hit the patch, right? And so I'm trying to me that's just like, to me it makes more sense.
Yeah, but again, this is my personal preference. I do not
I'm over
want
at
to
least,
see...
by the way.
Okay,
It's a
cool.
bit of a run.
Okay, I'll keep moving here. I stopped by the thing. Sorry, hang on. And the sneeze.
Oh, you're good. I just wanted to warn you, man. It's just a little bit of a jog is all.
Cool. It ain't happening. Oh. Visual boss model spoilers are the ones that I would like to avoid the most. And I know there will come a time when we are current, and there will come a time when, you know, maybe I have to research a boss ahead of time. And that's my own choice to engage in progression rating or anything of that note. But I really, really would prefer to not see any boss or monster models for as long as possible. I love walking in the room and being like, what the heck is X death? This is crazy. All right, I totally got myself lost. I'm gonna have to... Can I exit out? There's a gatekeeper, I think, that goes to... There's like legit streets in Alamigo, and I'd be getting mugged because I am in the back. Here we go. But I also think they're interesting content, exactly what Garrett said. If we were current players and we were making Final Fantasy endgame content, or, you know, that even makes it sound like we're taking the game super seriously. If we were just covering Final Fantasy modernly, yeah, absolutely. Watch every trailer, break it down. That's fun in its own way, because then you're like, whoa, did you see that? What is that thing? And you get to have imagination on top of it, so it's a reality check when you get to the boss. So that can be fun in very much its own way.
My thoughts exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry for agreeing with Kyle too much today. I'll ask him what he thought of Obi-Wan later.
I haven't watched it yet. I'm not caught up. I was Father's Day in yesterday. It was a really busy weekend. I had a really, really good weekend, but...
Well, if you wait till Wednesday, you'll just have a full 2-hour movie you can watch, because
Okay.
the finale is going to be 90 minutes.
All right. Yeah, I made time for Spy X Family, and that was the extent of my must-watch. I got kind of late night sidetracked by a YouTube channel that's very popular that I've heard of before, but I've never watched. I think it's Every Frame a Painting. Is the name
Oh
of
my
it.
god, dude, I've watched every single video on that channel. They haven't made a new video in years, and
Oh, really?
I miss it. I miss it deeply.
Oh, that's a shame. I watched their Jackie Chan one because that caught my eye on my
Yeah.
algorithm.
Every single one is to that level. I think they're the best video essays I've seen on YouTube.
It was really good.
So sad that channel doesn't put out new stuff.
That's a shame. I mean, I was just sorting by their most viewed there and like really digging into it.
Yeah. And then I found Just Right, like writing. So Just Right,
Okay.
which is similar. And that mofo hasn't done shit in like 4 months. I'm like, come on, with these heady fiction Video essays, please keep making content. I love this stuff. Yeah. Every time I find a video essayist I like, they stop making content.
And there's an angry Salt. Allow me to assault the Salt. Oh, nope. Got taken care of.
Someone else assaulted the Salt.
The Evil Genius, thank you for the super chat. Really, the only trailer that I would say absolutely need to watch is the expansion trailers. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Totally. Because that is, and those are meant to be spoiler free as well. I mean, granted, what would we really have gleaned from the last one, the Stormblood one, that we were going to fight Lee someday?
Kugane is cool as shit looking.
Yeah. I'd say the Stormblood.
Gosetsu in CG looks nice. Samurai looks cool. I don't know. I was going to suggest, and you know, this. Listen, when we talk shop, sometimes we may not make good on it. But Kyle, I was going to suggest that from here on out, we do standalone videos on the YouTube channel for cinematic reactions.
I think that sounds good.
Because apparently a lot of people are really excited for us to react to the Shadowbringer cinematic, and I'm like, well, if that many people are excited, we should just record it and make it a video.
Break it down, be real wrong about a lot of things, might as well.
Oh yeah.
Get real. Get real secret behind the scenes, recorded offline heavy, so that, you know, we don't get any spoilers. It's tough being spoiler free. There's a lot of dodging and a lot of avoidance we have to do of a lot of content. So it'll be interesting to be current in that regard.
Yeah. All right, what's Lee got to say? Lee says, it's a cinematic. I should start recording. Maybe. Oh, stop auto advancing. It's not voice active. Tuna, Val, Ramon. Gods, it's good to see you. The Slayer has come. We have not forgotten how you sinned against the Lady of Not a Snake, but we did not come here to shed blood. You claim to seek harmony to all who call Girabani a home. If this is truly who you wish, or truly your wish, you will welcome us as envoys of Ananta. It is our wish, and you are welcome, but we cannot condone the summoning of primals. Drawing that line on the sand. If you want to enter the palace, I must ask that you first surrender any crystal jewelry. You have my word that it will be all returned to you when the meeting is over. We will do as you ask, but you will not have our weapons. We are not so foolish as to place ourselves entirely at the mercy of our tormentors.
Interesting.
Yeah, just treating them like any other faction that you don't entirely trust, but you want to bring to the table.
Yeah, I mean, granted, there are levels of mind control, but I was under the assumption that once you got enthralled, you were just like feral and crazy to summon them 24/7. But that might have been kobolds who are.
Well, the one that stuck with me was, well, it was the first. Wait. Yeah.
It was the people, right?
It was the people who were enthralled by Ifrit, and we put them to death. We put them to the sword.
Right. Because Thancred was like, I gotta go clean up after you. Those humans need to be put to the sword because they'll never ever be cool again.
Yeah.
So
that's yeah.
As I reckon.
It's interesting.
That's the closest we're going to get to a compromise, and we will have people standing guard.
Aye. Let them keep their swords.
Then we have an agreement. Lead the way to your meeting chamber. Nodders.
Why do I have the feeling we welcomed a viper into our midst?
A little snakist. The evil genie. Oh, wait, that was. That we already read that one? Oh, he's sneezing. All right, perfect time to read these wonderful super chats that Kyle can still hear and can remark on afterwards. Caddy, thank you for the super chat. The cinematic trailers are must watches, and from like 4.3 on, the patch trailers are pretty good. Avoid the expansion launch trailers at all costs. certainly how we've been planning to behave. And then Sorcarto, thank you for the super chat. Don't watch the Shadowbringers trailer until you finish 4.5. We had no plans to do such a thing.
Nope.
But thank you for the support. Yeah, we had no plans whatsoever. No, we haven't watched any trailer until we've completely finished out. We basically watched the expansion trailer right when we're about to start the MSQ for that expansion. So yeah. Yeah.
No, I believe we got you, but feel free to post and tag us.
I'm scrolling up.
And we'd be happy to...
It says the Desert Lalafell clan has a protective membrane over the pupil that give them those eyes like natural sunglasses. I do not remember this one.
Yeah, I read it during the cutscene. I went, huh, and moved on. So absolutely, thank you for the reminder. Thank you for the super chat. That's a cool touch. And that is why their eyes were all shiny.
Super Side Swiper, thank you for the super chat. They were immortal flames. The other option was leaving their comrades as brainwashed thralls. So there's more of a context to it.
Yeah, so like when they can exist as an entire enthralled society, they can sort of like be let go, but when you literally have to babysit a couple of bodyguards or immortal flames in this way, and they'd always want to wander off and like get into trouble. There's nowhere they can live. They can't go live among the, I think they were the lizard folk, the like big burly dudes.
It was really, yeah. Oh God, I just fell off the damn edge. I thought, I'll see you in a minute.
So in that way, there's no place for them.
The Amalja, thank you. I did not recall the name of them whatsoever. I did not recall the Amal.
And the Amal wouldn't, accept them and be like, you are also enthralled. Come sup with us.
Did you say come suck with us?
Sup. Come sup. I was using a fantasy word for a fantasy game.
I'm unfamiliar with it, but hey.
Sup, yeah, like as in supper. Like, you shall sup with us.
Ah.
And by the breaking of bread, we will know.
Okay.
If you are friend
Never
or
heard
not.
it before. Thank you for the explanation.
Apparently, we get a dress up Robon for this quest.
This Qualyana elder's intentions seem at odds with all we know of her tribe. What think you, Valentuna?
Interesting choice. Very much the conversation we're having.
Yeah, I mean, I've been operating under this point that the enthralled cannot be trusted.
Yeah.
But also, I kind of don't care because it's like, oh, their primal's back. Cool, let's go kill them again.
Yeah, I mean, there's a sense of inevitability this game has taught us. Like, even though we may have decided to teach our friend there how to fight or suggest that people aren't executed, the game will do what it will. Like, if this was a BioWare game, an older BioWare game, I'd sit here and be like, damn, like, this is really going to affect the next scene. So this is more of a personal choice. And I'd say we're primal killers. The enthralled cannot be trusted. That's what we're here to do. I literally had to accept that fact in A Realm Reborn during a dark moment.
Yeah, if I was playing alone, that's 100% what I would click. So that's what I'm going with as well.
It is said that once a creature has fallen under the sway of a primal, there is no salvation. And I strongly doubt that the Qualyana have suddenly broken free of Lakshmi's will. Whatever the truth, I would take no chances. The guard must be strengthened, ideally with people who know a thing or two about primals. Can we rely on the scions?
Nodders.
I'll round up our comrades and send them to the Almegan Quarter. You can go ahead if you'd like, Val and Tuna.
My thanks. I will see you in the palace.
Cool.
To the palace.
Oh, don't mention Gabu, chat. Oh, don't you're gonna bum me out. I love Gabu. He deserved better.
Yeah, I mean, he's being kept somewhere. I don't remember. I think Alize offhandedly mentioned her friend back in Ul'dah. He's like in an Ul'dah dungeon or something.
Yeah. Clicking on this destination.
Val, I have brought reinforcements.
Arnival told me of the arrival of your unexpected guests, and I agree that it would be prudent to call upon Y'shtola and Thancred as well. Are you Y'shtola?
I believe I was rare. You can never be too careful when dealing with the enthralled.
I'm not too familiar with the Kalyana tribe myself, but Alice's reports suggest that they shunned contact with other races. Despised it, in fact. Yeah, shunned, okay. Even compared to other Ananta. Indeed, the apparent reversal is, in attitude is most curious, but no one expected a response to our invitation, much less an envoy, and I imagine Lise was forced to make some rather hasty arrangements in order to accommodate them.
Speaking of which, how should we deploy ourselves? If the meeting is to be held in a throne room, 'twould seem wise to have eyes both inside and outside the palace round.
Y'shtola and I can stand guard without. That leaves the three of you to keep watch over proceedings in the throne room itself. Nodders. Understood. We should join General Aldin inside then.
Val, Tuna, do you know of the rear entrance to the palace? It's on the eastern edge of the city, at the top of the stairs. The guard there should have been instructed to let us pass. I'm glad they're not.
David says, I appreciate how dumb the Scions aren't.
Yeah, no, I think that is exactly how I was feeling. Like, so often in, particularly, I don't mean to like trash DC over Marvel and make some sort of DC Marvel war of it, but oftentimes Batman can be like, well, they haven't done anything lately. Like, the Justice League, the Avengers, they can act very dumbly, particularly against threats that are known threats like the Joker. And I really appreciate that the Scions are like, yeah, this is 100% a threat. And it's cool if it goes well, but like, let's do our damn duty. We got a job.
Yeah. Well. All right. Talking to Resistance Guard. Hey, you're with the Scions, sir. General Aldin left orders that you were to be escorted inside if you follow me. 3, 2, 1 on enter the Royal Palace in case it's a cinematic.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. I believe I was correct. Good to see the Alamegan banner there. That's pretty. Little splash of color in the throne room never hurt anybody.
Wait, what was that thing?
What was what thing?
It was like a giant bird in the room. Oh no, it's
the people. What I forget what they're actually called. You referred to them as the rat people.
Yeah, I think they're the wolf merchant people.
Thank you all for coming.
Syncing up on Lise for thank you all for coming.
Yep.
Ready?
Ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
I thought it was like a wigged out big bird.
I am Lise Hext, and I speak for the Resistance. Among you are village elders, refugee leaders, envoys from the Ananta and the Kugane. You've come from every corner of Girabania to help decide the future of Alamigo. But before that, I want to ask you a question. What was the first thing you noticed when you came in? For me, it was that empty throne. It has no one to sit on it now. No viceroy, no king. Would any of you like to take their place? Or should someone else sit there? Then let's sit here in a circle, as equals, and I hope, as friends.
Yeah. I like Lisa's suggestion.
Yeah, classic.
I love democracy. Oh, they're literally just powwowing on the floor. That's cute. I like that.
Expertly done. Lise has removed monarchy as a choice early in the game and positioned them to consider a joint government.
You
All
nerd
things
alpha.
considered, I would say events have got off to a fine start.
I mean, I gotta say, this is probably the most I've ever liked politics. Like, this is a really nice ending, question mark. I mean, it might go sideways here, but
And that is Alagana's stance on the
I
matter.
really like Lisa's...
Thank you, Ravenfoot.
Like, she's graduated to making
Another
proper
vote in favor.
decisions.
Next, let's hear from Shanti of the Kalyana. Tell us, how do your people feel about the idea of a republic?
The Ananta wish only that those who dwell within Gia Abania devote themselves.
Oh, is that all you wish?
Yeah. Huh. What faith would that be?
Yo, keep it in
You
church,
shall
man.
all worship Sri Lakshmi!
Uh-huh.
Oh no. They're nuts.
Lady of bliss, grace us once more with your beauteous visage!
Are there crystals in the water?
Yeah, did they hide them in the water there?
This can't be happening. No crystals were allowed through the door.
We can worry about the how of it later.
Alpha
We need to
Nova, my
evacuate
thoughts
these people
exactly.
right now.
Now's not the
or
time to
Primal
worry
will
about
make
how this
thralls
went
of them
down.
all.
It's up to us.
Yes, are involved. Yes, it is.
No, damn it. If I think like that, we've already lost. I have the Warrior of Light at my side. We can do this. Isn't that right, Val?
Use the duty action deflect to dissipate the ether spheres Lakshmi releases during the battle. It's giving us a tip before we go into the duty.
Yeah.
Usually, people just yell things that I don't pay attention to, and then I fail.
What was that
first
crazy
try.
important duty action? I think it was during Lakshmi, wasn't it? That we had to, like, activate a thing to do a thing?
Oh man, I don't remember.
Because in Omega, Nero was like, hey, my hover boots, dudes. Like, don't worry about it. And that was well set up.
A lot of folks saying it was real, and that you are correct. It was during Lakshmi.
Cool. Yeah, that one came out of left field.
Be warned that allowing an ally to be enthralled by an ether sphere will result in failure.
Huh.
All right, you ready to go in?
Yeah, I guess my guess would be we got to beat her up while also catching spears.
Yeah. You want to sync up heading in? There's probably an intro cinematic, I bet.
Oh, I see.
Although I doubt much happens. Oh, you already went in, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm already in here.
I see how it goes. I see how it goes. Okay, deflect. Can I put this on my bar? Nope. That's unfortunate.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ernmal's
she's
helping.
casting Ether
Yeah.
Sphere. Oh, jeez.
Such a good song.
Oh, so they're at different... Should I be attacking Lakshmi, or...
I assume we need to get through her health. So the goal is to do it all.
Oh, jeez. Okay, there doesn't appear to be much of a cooldown on deflect, so... And they start at different distances, so it's like, not Frogger. Space Invaders?
Oh, wow.
Oh, geez. That's a lot of shit. Can I get more than one? Yes, I can.
Yeah, so it looks like, I mean, it's not a big cooldown, but kind of the puzzle is to catch them together.
Yeah.
At their cross points.
Holy butts. Oh, Arnvald's doing it too?
Oh, yeah, he's helping. Yeah, he's a big help. Alright, I'm not gonna worry about her, actually. She's back to 99%. This is the mini game.
I got 99% problems, but Lakshmi ain't one. Oh my god.
Damn it all! It's only a matter of time before we miss one.
I'll see it miss one.
Hey, I'm done. I think, unless there's more. Disabling auto advance.
Ready on your mark.
Okay, hold up. All right, you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
That was a fun little mini game. I like that.
Oh, Fordola!
Oh. That was Lisa's plan.
I was just thinking, I was like, what's going on with her?
Thing or not?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Great value echo. Got that Kroger echo up in here. Let's do it.
Dr. Thunder Echo? Oh, we still have our ability, so eyes up. Might still have to do some, Hey, Fordola, why are you running right through me with
Same thing happened to me.
With the circular ability? You monster.
Stack on me, nerds.
They did. Oh, this is cute. They're doing a proper... I'll cut us a path stand. Ready rails. Robon, he's limit breaking. Whoa! Robon just bodied everyone that was attacking them.
Nice. Oh, nice. Appears right before him.
Oh, and everyone's running to the... Or, well, some people are running. The rest of you need to run. Oh, Fordola and Arnvald are channeling.
Please?
I can't run away from this. They need us. I'm concerned.
Yeah. I mean, at least you just finished your expansion. You know, you should be a little more caring.
I don't think she's aware of that fact. Oh, stack on Fordola.
Oh, shoot.
Ah, Stormblood has such good boss music. Pitiful, misguided children. Oh. Oh, I'm bound.
Oh, yeah.
Active time maneuver. Love these. Oh, tap, 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 tap. Come on. Let me out. Oh, God. This is bad.
Oh, shoot, he poops. Oh, wait. Oh, don't worry about... Yeah, okay.
pretty sizable
Well, we
radius.
failed. How'd I fail? Oh no, I have to do it all again, don't I?
Oh no, legacy controls.
What? Unrelated.
Come on, I had to.
Unrelated.
I can't hear you over the sound of me winning. It 100% got hairy, man. That was a lot of balls.
I thought the one I let through was heading toward Fordola, so I could let it hit her. I thought that was part of the minigame.
Oh, that's clever. I hadn't considered that, but that would have made sense, right? Because she has the echo.
Right? So, but maybe...
Even if it's great value echo.
So maybe it was actually heading for Lise, it just moved through Fordola and I misjudged it?
Possibly.
Wow, I offer you peace and serenity.
This is a busy duty. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Want to make more commentary, but I'm like try-harding like crazy.
No worries. I'm catching balls.
You catch those balls, Kyle. It was Father's Day yesterday, so a game of catch is in order. This is a mechanically dense duty. I'm really enjoying this. Kyle's gonna make me eat so much crow about Lakshmi when we talk about this in our next video.
Damn it all!
All right, I will wait for you in the cinematic.
All right. I am back on. The second phase with Fordola. Raban just waved. Limit broke. No, I legitimately believe for lore reasons that they were shooting multiple balls at the enemies, and Fordola and Arenvald I could ignore. So the mechanic was you can't catch all the balls, but because you're so good on lore, Kyle, I would know that I wouldn't have to catch certain balls.
You felt empowered by your snake lore?
Yeah. I was so confident in my lore.
Your faith in your snakes is yours.
which I honestly feel betrayed. I will never forgive this game. Everyone's like, there's no holes in the lore. I'm like, actually, that one time versus Lakshmi.
This one time at band camp, I didn't catch a ball, and it totally tempered someone with the echo. It was totally bull.
Watch Ferdola die at the end of this too. Like, do a noble sacrifice.
Smiles in chat. Smiles in chat.
You know your soul's way heavy?
Oh, there's some sort of shield.
Biden is shouting "Assemble the smile wall" in chat. It's wonderful.
Rabba, bro.
Bro?
He took my spot.
How dare he? I just realized I could turn on I could turn on the stream and see how you're doing.
It's going well.
I should do that.
She's at 27%.
Oh, you're getting there. You're getting there. Oh, 100%. Anyone's in chat right now saying this duty's better than the fight. I agree. This duty was really good.
I really like the fight.
This duty's really good. Just wait until phase 3.
But it's also really nice to fight alongside Ardenbald. Because from that perspective, it's always been kind of weird that we just don't send... I mean, granted, all adventurers have the Echo, right? We assemble adventurers with Echo.
Here it comes!
Hey, it was just cool to see him throw down because, like, we know he's the primal killer when we can't be there killing primals, right?
Exactly.
But we haven't really seen him in action.
Duty complete.
Nice. I think I accidentally skipped one. I'll see you on What Is This?
Sounds good.
We did it! We beat her!
Dakoff.
What is this? I'm only gonna say this once.
Are you sneezing?
Yes. All right. My sneeze took me to once. One more line, and we will sync up.
Okay. Ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
The Ananta
So that's
just
what
summoned
Lise
their
went to go
primal in
do.
the throne room. My friends are fighting her, but they need help.
She was pretty quick about it.
They need someone with the echo, and by the gods, I wish I had it, but I don't. I told you before that you still had time, but things have changed. I need your answer now. You can end it like Xenos, or you can fight for Alamigo. Your choice.
Hey, look, shades of gray.
Yeah.
Technically sepia because we're watching an echo, but you know.
Shades of brown. It doesn't have the same ring.
Good for you, Ferdola. Now, if this was Star Wars, she would die, because once you come back from the dark side for a heroic action, you must die.
Seven hells. It's her.
Wait, is that Captain Useless?
Butcher.
That is Captain Useless, yes.
Get him out of here.
Get out of this throne room.
I don't believe in anything. Look at my large candles or whatever they are on my desk.
Of everyone who didn't want to fight with you, I was the least interesting.
Even Wizcred or whatever young youth is, he's been into it.
She's seeing how poorly everyone treated them. That was more drop the mic than surrendering, just for the record.
Take me back to my cell.
I mean, I personally would have done the throw with momentum to their feet.
Yeah. The toss, right? You gotta toss. Throw is a little aggressive. You gotta toss.
Dude.
No, Ragnfrid, you are not forgiven.
No shit. Like.
Not you. You, I will never forgive.
Dude, get out of here. We all feel that way, but like.
He is the last person I give a flying crap about the opinion of. A, you're a coward, but B, and more importantly, you mildly inconvenienced me in a quest.
You have my thanks.
Oh, sure, you want to rise up now when it's convenient, dude.
Yeah, right. After all the side quests are done.
Okay, boomer.
After your lawn has been thoroughly mowed.
Next he's going to tell me that, why do you only have a small house? I have had a medium at 5 years younger your age. And we're going to look up those guild prices.
You weren't there for years. Yeah, I made a free company all by myself so I could have this house. What have you done?
That old guy can suck rocks.
All right, so what we learned here, thanks to my noble sacrifice of everyone watching the stream's time, is that you must be mentally capable. There's some sort of maneuver you must do to guard yourself from enthrallment. You can't be like sleeping. You could be enthralled while sleeping or stunned.
Did they yell that when they failed? Did they explain that to you? Or are you inferring this, or is someone explaining it in the chat? Because they didn't say that in the game.
There's probably a short story on the website. I am also inferring that enthrallment can blast through walls because the guard showed up later and was like, they've already been turned, which I assume is because we blocked the blast in a conal shape, and then it proceeded through the walls behind and caught guards. Or maybe the guards, they look like they came through the door. They may have been standing over here off to the side angle of the blast.
Gotcha.
The guards returned beforehand. Well, that suggests that they have like mini Lakshmis that they were like, hey, listen to this real quick.
That is a very good question. Can people that are can beings that are tempered temper other beings? Because how were they tempered before the primal showed up? That's what I don't understand.
Because there weren't any guards when we went and faced Laksh. Yeah, that was like us Scions invading their private meeting about the daughter not being, real. Which again suggests like you can do like a mini phone call. You can be like, hey, there's a call for you, and they're like, what's that? And it's like, it's me, Lakshmi. He's like, oh shit, I'm tempered, bro.
There's an answer, but for now, smiles. Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
I'm never accusing the game of being bad when I say this. I'm coming up with my questions that must be answered someday. And then I'll judge if the game is bad or not at that point. But no, so far they haven't answered all my questions, which is why the game is good.
Yeah. We had some super chats during all of that. Super Side Swiper, thank you for the tip during that. Lady Fidchel, thank you for the super chat. Fordola says they brought you into this world over a mistake I made, and I'll be damned if I let you taunt me with it at the start of part 2. What?
Wait, what? They brought you into this world over a mistake I made, and I'll be damned if I let you taunt me with it.
I'm not sure I get that. Never mind that. Okay. Bryalyn, thank you for becoming a member and supporting Kyle and myself. Enjoy your emojis and your members only chat in our Discord. And then Blank, thank you for the super chat. Primal summonings happen constantly. She probably just got killed again off screen. I guess.
Poor gal.
Blank isn't wrong.
All right, thanks to YouTube streaming powers, I'm gonna verify with my own eyes here. Because here's
you are obsessed. You are a dog with a bone.
What? No, I got that one.
Listen, Kyle, it's okay, man. It's okay. Just admit that regular camera controls are better. That's all you need to do, and we can move past this.
Oh, you're sitting casual. Hang on. So we need to go back further. That's where I skipped. We need to find my balls. Where's ball barrage number 1?
No, the guy that's trying to find his balls is the old man. You're confused, Kyle.
Okay, that's for Dola. Duty failed. Okay, here we go. I just want to see if it actually went to Lise or not. No, they were all attached to Lise. I thought it would pass through Fordola and she would absorb it. Okay, cool. All right.
Oh, you're getting a little too cute. Yeah. I mean, I understand your logic.
Yeah, my logic in that moment was that the game as a challenge was producing so many balls that you couldn't catch them all, so I had to use my elite understanding of the lore to counteract. But the main reason I'm checking is because I want to know that if you're stunned, are you susceptible to temperament, which is not the case. So we're good. We actually didn't test that, but maybe someday I'll go back and check. Anyway, moving on.
Bane, thank you for the super chat. Keep in mind, Final Fantasy XIV is a game that actually tells its story in-game. Whatever questions you have will be answered by the Endwalker, I guarantee it. Hey, I had to go out of game to learn about the Xenos' swords, so that's not always true.
Yeah, that's a confusing one to me. I really feel like that it was, and even to in the final moment, he spun his bag and he still grabbed the present sword he was given and left the 2 plain swords. So he favored the present swords, but all swords were presents. So I want to know more. I wish they would have explored that more in game.
They were all like katana too, or like variations on katana. But yeah, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, compared to the MMO you and I have played the most besides this, yes, so much more of the story is told in game. It is not even a close competition.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's just personal enjoyment. I really enjoyed Xenos, so I wanted to explore him more. I would have read all his papers that he scattered through a dungeon, should he have done so.
I thought you didn't play Destiny 1, Kyle.
Oh, did they do that in Destiny?
If you wanted lore in Destiny 1, you just had to read everything you could find because they barely showed shit in game.
What? That's a technological... There weren't even audio logs? You had to read?
Were they audio logs? I think you just had to read. I don't remember because I didn't do it because I didn't have the patience for it. But
even Deckard Cain dropped scrolls that talked for him.
So Karto, thank you for the super chat. FF14 never asks you to read outside of itself to understand it. Side stories and encyclopedia and art books are always completely optional content. But I was curious about the swords.
Yeah, I was curious. That doesn't change the fact that we were still curious about the golf bag.
I wanted to understand the swords, and I had to go out of the game to understand the swords. That is my understanding. It's a technical one. It's an extremely technical one. I don't think it's a very big deal, but
no. But there's a lot that the game never once has a character made a decision in game that hasn't been justified by their character, and by that. Absolutely.
Or justify, or at least like explain later, right? Like sometimes things aren't apparent right away, but they do get explained later. Yeah. Yeah.
Talking to Lise?
Yes. I mean, you might not think the swords are important. Sorry, we're getting all caps now. You might not think the swords are important. I liked the swords.
Right.
I wanted to know more about the swords.
Exactly.
I wanted to know more about the swords.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Christopher Scully, thank you for the super chat. Stay a while and be tempered. All right, Lee says. Oh, cutscene. Oh, auto advance. Well fought, Tuna Val are involved. That was a near thing. I'm going to start saying that from now on.
Our stand against the Qualiana would have been brief indeed had you not volunteered for guard duty. We'd been enthralled as surely as our sentries were. They must have planned this far in advance.
There's my answer. They must have planned this far in advance, given the sentries were enthralled.
Security was my responsibility, and I know how dangerous primals can be. I should have... God, it's my fault. My stupid mistake.
Nay, lass. We were all caught unawares. We will take this as a lesson, and watch our own more carefully in the future. You can be sure that the lackeys who smuggled the crystals into the throne room weren't the only thralls in our ranks. The soldiers who first spoke up in favor of the Qualiana, keeping their weapons spring to mind.
Where? A primal servant is betrayed by his aura. If you mean to conduct an investigation, I can identify any others acting under Sri Lakshmi's influence. Rare.
Thanks, Yushtola. We'd appreciate the help.
Speaking of help, I almost fell over when Foldola turned up. What was she even doing here?
I asked her to come.
Yeah, Arnvold, did you not have a vision? Well, that explains it then.
It's sad, but Ragnfrid was right. Her victims will never forgive her for what she's done.
He's never right.
No, he's not. Screw that guy. But I don't think Foldola picked up that sword looking for forgiveness. She wanted to fight for her country. If you say the world in which Foldola grew up is partly to blame for what she became, then as an Alamegan, I feel responsible for improving that world. We can't ignore what's happening right now. We have to show people a better way than vengeance, or risk giving birth to a new generation of skulls. I know it's idealistic, but I want to help people to let go of their old grievances and make peace with each other. And I'll hold 1,000 meetings and talk till I'm blue in the face if that's what it takes. 'Tis a long and arduous path you have chosen, but one well worth walking. Rest assured that I will do what I can to help you reach your destination. Thank you, Alphino. The first steps will be to get our representatives back in the throne room. They're a little shaken, but not one of them seemed ready to run. We're all determined to finish what we started.
I will see that you're not interrupted. Val, Tuna, you and the Scions are to stand down. Get some rest. You've earned it. As though it was some sort of delay or patch content between now and then.
It is the end of point 1, after all.
Oh shit, we're chilling in the Xenos room.
The menagerie?
Or maybe not.
It's outside. I think it's the menagerie.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Which is also, it's a Xenos murder room. If, you know, it's just not a room technically because it's outside. Are you ready to sync up?
I am ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
I'm all for a one-on-one chat with Dad here.
Rablon's like, the flowers bored me, so I cut them all.
The envoys have chosen to instate a government model on Ishgard's House of Commons, a ruling body of representatives elected by the people. It is a fair decision, and one which signals the end of my part in all this. But I would gaze upon Girabania's stars one last time before I leave.
So much nodding. The respect is just, there's so much respect in the screen, Kyle.
It's like Riddick. They had to pay to get their eyes glossed in prison.
Oh, fun.
I like Pitch Black. Pitch Black is a good movie.
Forget something.
Yeah, the CG is just hideous now. It's the only problem.
You're great. There was no word.
I love them so much as a couple.
Raubon Aldin, you are hereby dismissed as General of the Immortal Flames and relieved of your seat on the Syndicate.
Damn, Nanamo. That's a move.
Well, she knows his heart, where his heart truly lies.
Your Grace.
Raubon, I am no longer a child. Stay here in your homeland. Work with your brethren. Rebuild Alamigo.
You desire to stand alone. I understand, but remember what happened.
I remember full well the consequences of my naivety, and thus did I consult at length with a most trusted advisor ere I embarked upon this course.
A most trusted advisor? And what of me? Am I no longer deserving of your confidence?
What trust can there be between us when you withhold the truth from me? Did you think me oblivious to the anguish in your eyes when you spoke of returning to Uldar? For years and years, we have trusted one another. Yet now you refuse to confess your heart's desire?
I swore an oath to you that day on the sands. I pledged my sword.
And it has served me well. but in Pippin you have forged a new sword, as sharp and deadly as the blade you bequeathed him. I will show you a Sultana who can wield every weapon at her disposal, including Lolorito and his monetarist cronies.
Cronies is such a good word.
So follow your heart, please. You are home. You are free.
Nanamo.
Oh God, it's like seeing your dad cry.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Everybody should cry. Crying's great.
Smile for me, Raubon. I would have this parting be a joyous one.
Takes a true hero to cry.
Thank you, Your Grace. It has been an honor to serve you and Uldar.
Tomorrow you will serve Alamigo and fight for the good of all Eorzea. Am I understood?
Yes, Your Grace.
That was a great scene. That was a great evolution for Raubon.
For Nanamo, not that I haven't liked her, but I wouldn't say she's like a top character for me. That's by far the most I've really like enjoyed her character. That was just freaking top-notch writing.
Well,
and I get it. I get when someone earlier said, "Oh, as a Nanamo fan, like this is my jam," and I was like, that's interesting. She's kind of just like showing it. We're just kind of talking money with her. It wasn't out. And now I get it. At the end here, like that's a huge moment for her.
Well, and for Raubon, it's a evolution of him from bodyguard to politician. Like he had to grow up when the Sultana was missing. He had his rage moment when he found out she was alive. He held his blade. He's graduated from barbarian to statesman. And Pippin, as it seemed like she was saying anyway, that Pippin would take on the role of bodyguard now, which is also fitting because then he has that relationship. They're still in the family, he's still able to visit regularly and has that connection with the Sultana. But Raubon is so much more than just a bodyguard, which he was when you first met him in the Uldar early stuff. Like you were talking to a former gladiator, like just a brute. And him tearing up like that's beautiful. He's in touch with his emotions, which you have to be in order to take care of other people.
Oh yeah. He clearly has a soft side. It's just that was the softest we've seen.
Yeah.
Super Sideswiper, thank you for the super chat. In case you're curious, Ferdola's story continues in the short story, The First Step on the Lodestone, or in a level 80 Summoner job quest. Interesting. Summoner is an interesting one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have called that. J Warp sent in a super chat with just some heart emojis.
Nice.
Thank you, J Warp. All right, Lee says, or should we not have continued? Did we wrap this up? Shoot, I clicked. Too late.
I'll click too.
All right, I'm paused on now.
If you hadn't been there, the rest of us would be worshipping her by now.
I'm with you.
All right, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
You're kind to include me, Lise, but we both know who did most of the work. I could scarce keep track of the battle, let alone land a telling blow. No shame in admitting it. The Warrior of Light has put far better men than me in the shade.
Man, you caught some balls, man.
Yeah, Fordola only, like, caught one, and it was in a cutscene.
Did I mention that I encountered the Sultana in the palace? It would seem Her Grace has come to Girabania to oversee the final stages of her relocation project. She was in search of General Oldin, and I directed her to the rooftop garden. I do hope he was still there.
Alfie is so proud of his directions.
Are you in the habit of gossiping about the affairs of royalty, Master Leveilleur?
Oh no, now Nanimo's dunking on Alphanel.
Certainly not, Your Grace. I was merely informing my companions.
Be at ease, Alphino, 'twas only a jest.
Why you guys always jesting me?
If it was only a jest, is how I'll have to follow up the next time I make a joke about legacy controls.
Use the old Hamlet line, poison and jest.
He has an important announcement to make.
Oh, just force him to, come out with it.
Yeah.
I had to
As
clear
of
his throat.
yesterday, I have been relieved of my post in the Immortal Flames and the Syndicate both.
I shall be assuming my father's duties. And may I say that Tizona has never felt heavier upon my back.
What's the Tizona?
The sword, I assume.
Twould
the sword's
seem
name.
I am in need of employment. Mayhap one of my old acquaintances can introduce me to a mercenary company or some such.
You may be getting on in years, Father, but you'd struggle to find a band of sellswords who wouldn't snap your hand off. Your remaining hand.
Yes, the Bull of Alamigo need not be put out to pasture just yet.
Your Grace has
Just
developed
please
a
this heck
wicked
with yourself,
edge to
aren't you,
her humor.
Nanimo?
And you, Pippin, would do well not to laugh when the future may hold the same for you.
When Tiny Ilbert shows up.
So, does this mean you're staying?
Aye. That seems to be the way of it. I would be glad to aid you in rebuilding our nation, if you'll have me.
If, he says. Welcome home, Rauban.
Absolutely crushing. All his strength is in that one hand.
Elise is no slouch.
Well, that was unexpected. Though you seem distinctly unsurprised. Either you are more astute than I give you credit for, or I'm losing my touch. In any event, one thing is certain. Alamigo will rejoice at the homecoming of her dearest son.
Alphina's being too hard on himself. He has been simultaneously very out of his element and yet very in it.
It would be really cool if you could choose an origin for your character at the start. Because I remember Dragon Age. All I can think of is Ironforge, but you know, whatever their dwarf capital was called. And if you did the princely line as your origin story for Dragon Age Origin, that entire section was so more interesting. Ozamar, yes, thank you, Luke. It was so much more interesting. And I would love to start this game as an Alamigan and like have a personal investment in the plight. Because all of Stormblood would be so much more fulfilling knowing you'd gotten back your own homeland. If you just had a little intro there, like the Grand Company intros, but like one in Alamigo where like you escape the Empire and like you have to go through all of Realm Reborn, all of Heavenwards, knowing that your home is completely lost, and like just really not just shirtless men in by the Palace of the Dead, just straight up like working every inch in the background, and every time you met another Alamegan, they're like, you, I know you, your father, blah blah blah. That would be so badass.
Yeah. I mean, there was some of that in Mass Effect as well, wasn't there? With your backstory, they would work that in at times.
Yeah, there was light things where you picked like very, very early on if you were a space cadet or an explorer or whatever. But
well, it was. I think it was specifically Mass Effect 1, wasn't it?
Yeah, because then Mass Effect 2 and 3 just kind of ran with it. But Dragon Age 1
picked up, yeah,
had a lot of that. Like Dragon Age Origins, if you picked human noble, you had what was a minor side boss in Tim Curry murdered your family. Like straight up Tim Curry murdered your family, and that entire section was just so interesting because Tim Curry's an amazing actor. And he was like versing you. It wasn't just like, oh, the Dark Ones or whatever they're called have appeared again. Like it was like, no, he was like, you and I killed your father and I liked it. Let's battle.
Oh, that sounds rad. No, I'd be all for something like that because like you choose your essentially your deity, right? But that really, does it ever come into play in this game? I don't even remember what I picked. And Lord knows I had no frame of reference for it. Now I do, but
I picked my own birthday, I believe. It wasn't your deity your month, and then you picked a day as well.
Was it?
I think it was month.
I don't know about that. I don't know. Okay. We had a super chat during that, and we also just got another one. But during that, super sideswiper sent in, thus the legend Raubond returns home. Smiley emoji.
It was a good return. I love big burly characters crying. It is.
This was. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, it like. Lots of people say like Mr. Rogers. You got Bob Ross, like this trifecta of masculine positivity. But I love like old stories of Charlemagne, like pulling his beard and all his men cried, and like just like old kings of yore were very weepy, and it's damn healthy, and I like seeing it. I like seeing big dudes cry.
And it's part of why Aragorn is like one of my favorite characters. Like he's very in tune with himself. Haha business, thank you for the super chat. They originally had this planned in the making of A Realm Reborn. Home cities would have included Charleon and Alamigo along with the current starter cities. That would have been interesting.
Yeah. Ooh, Charleon? That would have been cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have. There've been a lot though. There's already quite a bit, like with the way like the companies and everything work on top of the decisions you need to make. So Carto sent in a super chat that said Monk and Red Mage have a lot of Alamegan backstory. I bet. I've never really been into hand-to-hand combat, but I like the way they animate Lisa's fighting so much. I kind of want to give Monk a try. Is she a monk? Is a better question.
She might still use, well, Pugilist was the evolution. I don't know if she's graduated to monk or if she's still using Pugilist abilities.
Like, I really like the way she fights. Like, super effing cool. She is indeed a monk. Okay, I have not looked into monk at all. But every time she gets a fight scene, it's just awesome. She's freaking badass.
I would definitely care more about Cat Zoro now, knowing that he's from Alamigo and wanting to continue that plot. When he showed up, he was neat, but it was also the very first time the game was ever like, would you like to try Medrage? And I'm like, sure. And they just like, my cup spilled over with abilities. And I was like, oh my God. It was basically like that old, would you like milk, tea, spiders? But before he knew it, the glass was filling with spiders. Same thing.
Gotcha. Lost Mythics, thank you for the super chat. Deity used to matter when elemental resistances were a thing. Each deity is associated with an element, so you would get a bonus. Now it's just roleplay. Oh, that's kind of cool.
That sounds
but
miserable.
Also, like, min-maxing, yeah, it just sounds like ruinous.
Yeah.
And then Winkle, during your Tim Curry rant, sent in a super chat that said, Tim Curry saying, Spice! Meme. Tim Curry's the best.
That he is.
It's so weird thinking back on what absolutely tiny role he had in Home Alone 2.
I don't even
It's like
remember.
you get someone like that. I mean, he has like 4 or 5 scenes tops. He's the, like, I don't know what he's not like a bellhop. He's like, I don't think maitre d' would be the correct term, but like the hotel manager.
I don't
for the
remember
hotel
a thing about
in
that
Home Alone
movie.
2.
I know it had the Talkie Boy or whatever it was called.
Was that one or was that 2? That was 2.
Yeah, that was the one that really played up, and I think they were selling the toy based on the movie.
Yeah, my neighbor had one.
toy.
I thought it was cool as hell. But anyway, we're still on Return of the Bull, so let's wrap this up.
Yeah, let's talk to Lise.
Lise says, I think it's about time I headed back to Ralger's Reach. What's next for all of you? Alizé will be eager to hear of recent events, so I shall join you if you've no objections. I'd welcome the company. Tuna, Val, why don't you all come along to the Reach as well once you've said your farewells to Nanamo and the others? Upon completion of this quest, you will be able to access the palace's rooftop gardens by speaking to the royal menagerie attendant. Nice.
Yeah, but for for photos and such.
I mean, it's a cool ass
yeah.
area. It's very unique. Bob Marvin, thank you for the super chat. Monk is probably the most visually diverse in terms of animation, and the attacks feel impactful compared to other Melee. Great stream as always, guys. Well, thank you, Bob. I mean, we're wrapping up point 1 a little early. Do you have places to be, Kyle? I could be convinced to do some side BS.
We do. We got Kugane Castle and Temple of the Fist to go do, and all this talk about monks. We should go do Temple of the Fist.
Let's friggin' go.
But
once
first,
we, speak to Lise and Ralger's Reach.
Yes, to the Reach.
I'm going, so I can give you a free party.
Okay,
We're not a party.
okay,
We're not
okay.
a party. I can't give you a free.
Oh.
I owe you one. Or do I?
We did in time. We're good. We're good.
Cool. There we go. Ralger's Reach. You can go on down to Ralger's Reach. Have myself a time. Going on down to Ralger's Reach. Gonna have myself a time. Giant statues everywhere.
I haven't watched South Park in so long.
I'm quite behind as well. We watched the first COVID special, and I don't think I've watched any since. I also don't think I watched the season before the COVID special. I just watched the COVID special, which was very funny. Oh, cinematic. Don't think it's voice acted. It is not. Well, here we are again. Your turn to be a small Ellison. Oh, he's sneezing.
It's not happening. Oh, okay. We're okay. All right.
You're good, bro.
Alphino has regaled me with a thrilling tale of hidden treasure troves, mid-meeting betrayals, unlikely alliances, and a joyous homecoming.
Wait, he cut out all the economics?
Seem I missed everything. Well, technically that was a secret. Alphino didn't know about
He wasn't
secret
there for
meetings.
that. That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
That's true. I was patrolling the palace grounds with Thancred and Y'shtola when we heard of the report of a primal in the throne room. I honestly doubted my own ears, which are cat-like and on top of my head. As others have said, we were lucky to have our Echo-blessed champions nearby this time, but we'll need to keep a closer eye on the Kalyana. You can say that again. This whole episode has reminded me just how far apart our kinds still are. It looks like centuries of fear and mistrust really can't be washed away in a day. But someone has to make an effort at reconciliation if these conflicts are ever going to end. Naturally, a lot of people are crying out for vengeance, but I've been doing my best to calm things down. Violent reprisals will only lead to more summonings. Indeed, violence will ever beget violence, as the Empire has learned to its cost. Has learned to its cost in recent times.
When we brought violence upon them.
Well, you also remember he was the one who was like, no, let's talk to the wolf
he really
people.
wanted to try not to be violent. It's true.
Yeah. In any case, summoning Lakshmi was the Broodmother's doing, and whoever replaces her might not be so keen on the idea. We'll just have to watch and wait. Which isn't to say we won't be putting the safety of our allies with the Vera and tribes because of Monago. First, I plan to have resistance scouts keep track of the Kalyana's movements at all times. My parents will be relieved to hear that. What are your plans for the rest of the resistance army out of interest? Are we to prepare for Imperial counterattacks? That would be a question for the Resistance's newest recruit, a military commander with far more experience than me. Oh, I wonder who it could be, Kyle. Get your deep voice ready. What? The Bull of Alamigo? We call it an army, but the Resistance is really a collection of smaller, independent groups. And when Conrad passed his command on to me, that authority only extended to the freedom fighters based in Rauger's Reach. He just happened to be serving as the Resistance spokesman at the time and needed someone to take over the role while everything was in disarray. But that time has passed. When I speak with the other leaders about reforming the army under the new government, I'll be nominating Rauban as the overall commander of our forces. He has more experience than the rest of us put together, and we stand to learn a lot from him. Indeed, he is in all respects the ideal choice. Assuming he accepts the post, Alamigo will have added a formidable weapon to its arsenal. And given the progress of Nanamo's resettlement initiative, I see great cause for hope. The seeds which we so carefully sowed have begun to quicken, my friends. I like that. We tend to our promises and watch as Alamigo blooms. Turn to the bowl.
Nice job on the Garrett show. Well done.
Credits roll, but not really. We're still streaming.
Like really small credits.
Oh, what's happening over here?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, look who it is. I do give thanks to the kami that my makeshift raft withstood the fury of the seas. Even though I'm pretty sure he's whispering. He's just always yelling in my head. But the generosity ended without coins in our pocket for new attire. We are doomed to look like so much jetsam. Oh, woe betide the poor man in a city of rich merchants. Oh, that's Yatsuyu.
Yeah. These dango are delicious. Will you have one?
He fixed her. More sweetbreads? I surrendered my blade to secure what few coins we have.
It's so much sadder than that, though.
Bah! 'Tis like talking to a child. Why fate saddled me with this burden I shall never know, but I am alive, and I must return to my master's side. .1, the Weepy Warrior patch. Come, Suyu. We shall find a ship to carry us across the Ruby Sea. Have to talk to those damn pirates that never want to do anything for us. Man, I just want some food now.
You remember the last Airbender where Zuko finds peace and happiness? But that's because the true thing that's bothering him hasn't been called into question.
Oh, we're seeing the Imperial Palace.
Interesting.
courts? First Doma, then Alamigo? And Lord Xenos put the sword?
Do you want me to be the other Imperial?
Do not believe everything you've heard. I hear the Viceroy was merely wounded, and that he already returned to the capital. Naturally, the savages beat their chests, and most loudly, of talking heads. Making said regardless. Hey, Lord Xenos lives? Deplorable. That our own officers should be fooled by Eorzean misinformation. Small wonder the provinces have begun rising in rebellion. We must prepare an official, and above all accurate announcement to quell these
pernicious
rumors. They will wage war with empty words? You just go on the internet and post lies? Let them produce their own viceroy's then. We shall put the lie to their claims.
Who's over there making a fist?
Don't tell it. Don't tell us. Don't tell us.
I don't actually want to know.
Yeah. Do not tell us who that was. There have been lots of hands making fists, which became the Heaven's Ward, is one I remember the most.
So they believe Xenos to be alive. I wonder what could make them believe that Xenos is alive with such extreme belief, Kyle. It's almost like someone is walking around that kind of looks like Xenos.
We shall see.
Right. Hello, everybody. We have an audience.
You all look lovely. Yeah, how bizarre. Interesting. Do you want to do Kugane Castle or Temple of the Fist first?
I'm done for whatever. You mentioned Temple of the Fist. Let's do that.
All right. Let's head on over to optional dungeon, the Temple of the Fist, which is located into Kill a Coeurl, which can be found in Ralgor's Reach via Ortwin. To kill a Coeurl, it's right there by the big crystal.
Do we have can we take a quick breather for a stretch and a snack?
Yeah, absolutely.
We can come back and also maybe take a quick peek in the Ask the Host chat while I'm snacking.
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. I will be right back with a snack, and then we'll do some Q&A.
All right, I'm gonna not sneeze for a hot moment, chat. That's what we're gonna do. Oh.
Cool. I'll be right back.
All right, Garrett shall return. So we're gonna go to the Temple of the Fist, which is a 4.0 dungeon. So slightly back in time for a hot moment. And then we'll head over to Kugane Castle. Some optional dungeons. Four Lords is located in... Four Lords starts in 4.2. The Jade Stoa. And currently I have that listed as the stream that'll happen on July 6th. This week's Thursday stream will be Return to Alvalice, the Royal City, as that is the 4.1 dungeon, or raid series. I'm excited for Four Lords. I really enjoyed the Warring Triad. I really like boss battles, naturally. I like big, bombastic boss battles. I'm very excited for it. Evalice? Lies. These are all lies. No one agrees. That's why we're going to put it to a poll. Yep. Each post is more wrong than the next. Liars. There really needs to be a pronunciation dictionary for this game. With audio cues, like they do for the D&D website. Evilice. No, there's actually some consensus here. That's rare. But yeah, usually I should include a none of the above. Said out loud in Final Fantasy 12. Is that one of the lightning ones? Storm words? I would say Heaven's Word was harder because of all the French, particularly the French names. So far, that has been the most difficult to pronounce expansion. Alamigo had its moments, but it wasn't that bad. 13 was lightning. So what was 12? I never hear about 12. Or 11?
I have returned.
Welcome back.
With a snack.
The score is actually going down. Everyone's disagreeing more.
What's going on?
Oh, they tried to tell me how to pronounce something, so I put it to a poll. And they're disagreeing. So we get to say whatever we want.
What's the what are you trying to pronounce?
Ivalice, the name of the place we'll be going Thursday.
Oh, beats me, man.
11 was the MMO. Oh, that's right. That's right, which is still going, or maybe just... Is it still alive? Can you pay a sub to play 11?
Also, I would argue that your first option and your last option are pronounced the exact same way.
No, the V is moved, so I would say the first one is Eve A. Lease, and then you got Eva Lease. Yeah, there's a difference. Highly alive.
Interesting. Jay Rhea, thank you for the super chat. Go to the website, how to pronounce and look up Evelis. Just looked it up and they pronounce it correctly.
Okay. Give it a shot. Let's see if they can pull off Kyrugians. We'll put it to the Final Fantasy test.
In the meantime, while I finish the snack, Kyle, I'm in the Ask the Hosts in the members lounge of our Discord. And a while back, Leaf asked, now that we've finished Stormblood, 4.0 that is, what's your opinion on the drawn-out intro to the expansion? Was it necessary, or do you think it could be better?
Evilise.
Evilise
is what the website's saying.
Okay.
Stormblood's drawn-out intro. I mean, it's a hard... Hang on one second. I step away from the mic to deal with my nose. It's such a huge tonal shift away from Heaven's Ward that I get why they feel they had the need to do it. I don't think any part of the story has been unused.
Yeah, to me, I think it mostly just comes down to pacing, right?
Yeah, like you say with the multiple introductions.
Yeah, I think a lot of my comments have focused on that too. Like, I don't think it's bad. I think it's just a little bloated. There's just a lot of moments where there's just what feels like in the moment, like endless dialogue. A lot of it, to me, it felt similar. Like, you go one place and people don't want to help you, and you go another place and people don't want to help you, and you go to a third place and they still don't want to help you. So at a certain point, I kind of felt like, okay, let's just like get on with the dialogue, because I get it. Like, it's war, it's difficult, it's dirty, it's fussy, you know, it's not a pretty thing. So yeah, like my armchair thoughts are just find some places to kind of speed it up. For me, my biggest issue was like just having everything I was about to go do explained to me in Kugane, when I'm like, I could have just gone and done it and been introduced to these, you know, these factions in the moment, as opposed to told about them ahead of time. So, like, I get it, it's supposed to be a setup, but overall, like, I'm with you, Kyle. Like, I'm still satisfied because everything had a payoff. Everything was important, and everything was used. It's not like we dealt with those, you know, what I refer to as the boring pirates out in the Ruby Sea, and then we just never saw them again. Like, they played a pivotal role in a major part of the story.
I'll be right back myself.
Oh, delightful. I will hold down the fort. Continuing on with questions from the members Discord, Abovan asks, so as one does with insomnia, I'm catching up on today's adventure at 4 a.m. This was last week. Concerning Palace content, Eureka content, and other non-MSQ based content getting lower numbers than the main event of Final Fantasy XIV, would a GG Raw stream be possible? Start up, no MSQ, no plan, just hit go live on OBS and see where the winds take you. Would that work, or would the almighty algorithm not take kindly to this idea? I don't think it's so much algorithmic concern at that point, because we have a decent, we're lucky enough to have a decent sized audience. So it's more about just like what y'all are interested in. But I mean, Kyle basically did that while I had COVID. And I believe he was quite happy with how it went. So we might do more stuff like that in the future. And certainly when I think about like life after MSQ, we'll have to see what form that takes. Might be something like that. And we've talked very much about that kind of being like a thing we might do on Wednesdays semi-regularly. Like things where we go and we're going to go get Earth Recurrence, and we're going to do, just kind of go live and hang out and work on side projects and stuff like that. Not too sure. Liminal space. Oh God, you asked a car question in the members lounge. Wanted to know if referring to Katie's and I's cars. Want to know if my Mustang or Katie's FRS had anything done to it. My car is bone stock. It's pretty modified compared to your standard Mustang from the factory. But Katie's FRS is not stock at all. It is very modified. She's got a supercharger on it. She's got Ankies that they only sold in Japan. We did an underglow kit last year. Not that increases performance at all, but it looks damn cool. And this year's modification was coilovers. She, not that long ago, actually, just replaced the whole suspension with coilovers. So now that I've bored everyone who isn't a car nerd, there's the answer to your question. Yeah, no, Katie's FRS is modded to hell and back.
Car questions, eh?
Yeah, there was one in there. So, yeah, I answered Leaf's question, Abavon's questions, Liminal's question. And then Winston asked which of the barking triad is the swollest of them all. 100% Zelda. Zelda is a huge chihuahua. I believe the breed standard, Kyle, for a chihuahua is 5 pounds. Zelda is 16. So she's 3 chihuahuas in one. Blank says, I hope this isn't a spoiler. Well, it's still there, and our mods are usually pretty quick, so I'm going to assume it is not.
Okay.
And says the Ivalice Final Fantasy 14s happened in the past of 14, but 14 doesn't necessarily happen in the same timeline as those games. As those games, plural. What are you talking about?
Happens in the past of 14, meaning it happened in a previous Final Fantasy game? Oh, it's in 12. Huh. I mean, they clearly, like Omega being, what, Final Fantasy 4 or something like that. There's a lot of things. Oh, and what are you doing off screen now?
I was finishing my snack.
Oh, I was sneezing.
Terrible timing. By me. You can't control it. But I also can't see you. So, apologies.
I'm gonna talk to Ordwin. He's been thinking a lot about the Temple of the Fist lately.
Where are you?
I am down by the...
You're not that far away. I was still hanging out at the table.
Ah, Val, just the man I was looking for. As you know, Rauga's Reach used to be a pilgrimage site for the followers of the Fist of Rauga. Atop the mountain lies the remains of the Temple of the Fist, which was once the center of their religion. It was filled with monks training their minds and bodies right up until the Mad King Theodoric decided to raise the temple. Curiously enough, a young lady recently approached me saying she wished to explore the ruins herself. I immediately turned down her request, knowing that she alone could not survive the route to the ruins, but then I thought of you. I am positive that you are strong enough to protect her while she explores. The girl's name is Marjorie. If you are willing to help, seek her out. By the doors which lead to the temple, I imagine she's still there pestering Protmar to let her in. Temple time.
Temple time.
Oh, it's that cave we went to the one time when we were doing quests for Old But Past.
Ah.
That's cool. It's a dungeon entrance.
I accidentally clicked on the dude.
Did we miss it? While I was gone, Super Side Swappers FF12 is the surrounding side games our personal favorite of Yoshi, so I've heard.
I guess we did miss it. I didn't see that. Apologies.
There is a lot of games piping into this one game, which is really cool because, of course, it means you have lots of content for your MMO. It doesn't seem like they're going to run out anytime soon, though I've heard they're out of jobs of design.
Are you also interested in exploring the... Damn it, I clicked.
Exploring the Temple of the Fist? I never dreamed I would meet a fellow enthusiast.
I first learned of the monks when I attended a lecture given by a historian named Eric. Ever since then... Fighting through burp. I have continued to be fascinated by their creed and approach to life. I thought I would come pay a visit to the site of their most revered temple, now that the Empire has been driven out of the region. The only issue, this man will not let me pass.
The monks use this path to the temple to train. It is filled with kinds of traps and obstacles that cannot be overcome by just anyone.
Oh, I'm getting that mixed up. It is precisely those traps and obstacles that I wish to study. Everything I have read states that those who are able to reach the temple will come face to face with a monk of legend. Does that not pique your curiosity in the slightest? Who knows what kind of lesson one could learn from a monk that has mastered their art? You wish to know, don't you, adventurer? I mean, I guess.
I do, of course I do. It's a temple full of traps. It's called the temple.
You are the one who helped the resistance defeat Xenos of Galvis? His middle thing was Yay? I don't remember that. Xenos Yay Galvis. That just rolls off the tongue. Well, you should be more than capable of handling whatever the temple has to throw at you then.
That's why he was so pissed all the time, because people always ripping on his middle name.
What's up, Yay? And he just stabs them.
Named after my great
if you are truly keen to explore what lies beyond these doors, would you mind if I joined you? I am familiar with the layout of the temple grounds from all the reading I have done. I know I can be of help. Oh, please take me with you. Fine, jeez. You don't have to be so pushy.
Active time maneuver activated.
Eagle Series, thank you for the super chat. Any reference to any other Final Fantasy or Square Enix game is an homage / Easter egg. There may be some in universe lore, but no direct 1-1 connection. That's kind of the vibe I was getting.
Yeah.
Jeff H also sent in a super chat. The out of jobs is just out of jobs that would be easy to translate to the MMO, so they're going more into the realm of Sage and Reaper moving forward at this point. I have no frame of reference for I have no frame of reference for pre-established Final Fantasy jobs anyway, so that really, I really don't have a frame of reference for that. You know, I know that there are, you know, well-known jobs from other games, but I don't personally know what they are.
What
so
about
Sage and
Blitzball?
Reaper are completely original jobs.
Blitzball, it's sitting right there. Sitting right there.
What are you going to be, a blitzballist? And you bring your own water with you everywhere you go? You need water to play it, Kyle.
No, Waka fought with a ball outside of the Blitz arena.
Waka wasn't Lulu, so I don't remember him.
Yeah, he was available as a companion. So you probably ran with Lulu and Yellow Bikini, and then
that sounds about right.
Old man with the big sword.
I was indeed young and very single when I was playing Final Fantasy X. All right. Entrance. That should already be unlocked, right?
We should be. Yeah. So we are good to go.
Yeah.
Let's
okay,
do
cool.
let's do an honor system for this one. Let's get some console players in here. For we have heard
Well, we
that...
should be able to check, right?
Yeah, we can check their profile when they show up. So this next code will be posted in the Discord as we do the party finder thing. But we will ask that if you are a PC player, please pass on this party. We'll run with some console players here, as they do tend to have struggles inserting the code fast enough via controls. So we will inspect profiles to make sure that you are a console player.
Yes, we ask, but we will also enforce.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Plus, it'll be good because I need to find the little symbol or whatever it is again because I don't remember what it looks like.
Yeah. The code has been posted.
Wingo by, thank you for the super chat. Like, I wish they'd add a berserker job, but warrior kind of already is one in the lore and how it plays. I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, but doesn't warrior become paladin?
No, warrior becomes something else. Marauder becomes warrior, I think it is.
Oh, gotcha. My bad.
Yeah, I mean, there's room there. Like, paladin is not paladin; it's like royal guard, and so there's no like holy avenger type paladin, which would be really. It'd be really fun if they put in a Heaven's Ward class, like the Heaven's Ward, where you summon a suit of armor. I would love that. Oh my god, I would love that. I love super suits so much.
So I'm just turning on min eye level. All right, so what is the icon I'm looking for to see if people are console players?
I believe we go to party members, and then we can click view info or something along those lines. We can, if we can see their profile, we can see it.
Interesting.
Here's view search info. So we're looking for a little symbol. I don't remember what it looks like. I thought it was in the corner.
We were told this, but having not done it, I have no idea what I'm looking for or how to find it.
So like when I click you here and I examine you, I believe it would show a little symbol in here that means you're on console. But if chat could help us out to remember how we see if someone's on console or not. Yeah, but they summoned it upon themselves. Like, technically, a Power Ranger's suit might not be a suit of armor. They summon it over themselves. But I'm saying I love super suits because what the Heaven's Ward did, what the Power Rangers do, what Iron Man does, I'm grouping that all in super suit territory. And even cooler is when you can also fight alongside your super suit when your super suit can be autonomous of you, and then you can reform back together. That's just badass. We're looking for online ID.
No idea how to find that. Where is that found?
Super Size Hopper says, thank you for the super chat. The middle name is their rank. Yay is Xenos' rank as a crown prince. Some as the Von, or same as the Von in Gaius Von Balsar. Okay. That makes sense.
Okay.
That makes sense.
We missed one from Sally Beans too, I think. FYI, this quest has alternate dialogue. If you have a monk leveled, she'll fangirl and exclaim, "Wow, you're a monk yourself. This was news to me since I haven't touched monks since Realm Reborn and totally forgot." Nice.
That's pretty cool.
And then Sorkato super chatted, "Oh, hey, last stream I bet $10 you'd never get a monk. So here's $10 for Hidna proving me wrong." Do Windargelt proud, Hidna.
Nice.
And then I'm going back through to see if anyone explained how to be a. I believe you can only see if someone on console if you're a console yourself. We were misled then.
Let me see. Well, first of all, I think we can assume that if we've subjected them to bottom right corner of what? You can examine me in the lower right, says Gideon. Yeah, okay, so this is what I thought, right? I examine you. Lower right. I don't see anything in the lower right.
There's nothing in the lower right except your gear.
There's your adventurer plate.
Yeah. Interesting.
Do I need to examine something else?
People in chat are saying it should be there and it's not.
Huh. And if that's true, then maybe Faye does have it with the PlayStation can only see PlayStation. Like, we can't see it as computer players. Maybe because they expect computer players would be all rude and we'd be like, "Rrr, kick this guy who's on a console. I can't take their frame rates." And they're like, you know, I'm trolling and I hate things.
Well, I'm gonna just choose to believe that at the glacial pace it took our party to fill up this time, that everybody's on console.
I think we're good. I think we can trust it.
All right, joining up. Recording for posterity and commencing.
The fact that we asked how to inspect them for so long and they stayed in the party speaks to their confidence or their poker face.
Oh, we're dungeoning in Ralger's Reach?
Yeah, we're like
we're up above.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Aloyster, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the Gearbox. You now have access to our emojis and our members-only chat rooms in our Discord. Enjoy. Thank you for supporting us. Ready when you are. Turn on grit is when I am. That's when I'm ready. Oh, where are you going, Temple Pop? Running away.
Temple Pop. Well, he's gonna kill him. Jeez.
The Coeurls just look like they would mess you up.
Yeah, they're pretty beefy little. They look a lot like displacer beasts from old Dungeons and
Someone in
Dragons.
chat just tell me to get a grit. That's great. I hope you just get. I mean, you know, honestly, if it's a joke you've seen somewhere else before, thank you for sharing. But if you just came up with it this exact moment, you should podcast. Your pun game is strong. Ugh. That looks disgusting.
Gooey.
Oh wait, why are there mosslings? Do they?
Oh.
Yeah. They're just balls.
They're angry. Angry little balls.
Angry Balls is my favorite mobile game. Oh, they're so gross. I feel like you know these things would smell. You just know it.
Oh yeah, they'll be all moist.
Oops. Taking a butt ton of damage. But what's hurting me so bad?
That was a 70 dungeon, right?
That's true.
And this was
Just don't see
released in 4.01. Oh, I got tapas.
They are putting stuff on the ground. You got tapas?
Yeah, that was
Like
the debuff
food?
I got. I got tacos.
Tapas are delicious. I
They
love
are.
tapas.
They're really good. Can be an expensive outing, but you know, it's kind of the point of the finger food arrays.
Our favorite tapas place closed years ago, and I'm sad as can be about it. It was like before COVID, even.
Uh-oh. All right, you'll excuse me. I have leaf blower outside, so Cat needs to be let out the door.
Oh, okay.
Before is a leaf blower.
I can wait for you. Yeah, who needs Kyle? Pull in anyway. Kyle can catch up.
I'm back.
It's just 2 Coeurls and 1 pup. Welcome back. Even though we clearly don't need you.
Oh. I mean, at least I was a DPS that wasn't needed. Being not needed as a healer, that's where it really hurts.
Only in jest, Kyle. Only in jest. Jest and poison, is that what you were saying?
Poison and jest, yes. The wonderful
Poison
line
and
from,
jest.
From Hamlet.
I'm trying to decide if you would like the show on HBO called Barry.
Barry? What about Barry?
It's Bill Hader. Have you heard of this show?
Which one's him? Which is he?
He is SNL alumni, but has since, like, he was one of the funny cops in Superbad. It's a comedic actor. Trinole, thank you for the super chat. Trivia time. Falls Balls was used by Koji Fox when he translated Final Fantasy XIV as a placeholder text for NPCs for PS3 certification. It was all replaced before release. It is still around in some Easter eggs. Have I heard this story before? I feel like I've heard this story before.
We were sent the video of him, I think, telling the story at one of the
That's right. That's what it was.
And his co-host hated every moment of the story.
That's what it was. Super Side Viper informing us of obvious things. Thank you, Super Side Swiper.
Wait, the balls are avoidable? Like, as in spawning them is avoidable?
That I don't know, and unless you tell us how, then I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, maybe we're supposed to disengage the wall as it
I
pops
thought he was
up.
talking about circle effects on the ground. No, we don't know, because as you should know, every time we run a dungeon for the first time, we don't look shit up.
Exactly. Our pain is for you to enjoy.
Yes.
If anything, you're decreasing your pain per minute by telling us sweet strategies.
You're here enough. I know you know that.
Oh, there's an ad.
There's an ad. It's a big curl. I mean, I guess the boss is also basically a curl, just different color. Quick, Kyle. Kill our server. This thing has, like, boss health. This thing is not dying fast.
I'm trying to get better at using all these buttons. Oh, okay.
Or
Oh,
nope.
sure.
Switching it up.
Yeah, he really wanted to delay. Wanted to live the extra mile.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, it was less of an ad and more of like another boss, basically.
Yeah.
I just assumed it was going to burn quickly.
They were lovers.
Now, that is probably an upgrade. I'm going to need that. Oh, I can't. I already have it. Never mind. In solidarity, we are running this too. Like another group?
Oh, nice shot.
Hell yeah.
Look at the wall.
Oh, Rogers got his god emblem on his head.
Oh, so he does. That's a nice shot. I like the fog over the reach below.
Yeah. This is really cool. It has a really good, strong sense of space because we are familiar with the location. Oh, look at these devious freaking things.
Oh, some traps. Nice.
Yeah.
Do they work? Oh, okay.
Yes.
There's notes.
There it is. And running, jumping, pulling.
Dancing bear?
Oh, it is named Dancing Bear.
Yeah.
Interesting. Damn, this is a hell of a vista. Look at the mountain range.
Oh, here's our companion.
Oh yeah, hey, what's up? What's up, buddy? Can I pull them past the traps?
Oh, weird. Look at these dudes.
Hell yeah.
Like little rock'em sock'em robots.
Oh, you know, you're absolutely right. Do their heads pop up when they lose?
We'll see.
Apparently not, Kyle.
Bummer.
How dare they not make a really goofy reference?
I don't know if Japan has rock'em sock'em robots.
They have robot restaurants. I'm
Yeah,
sure
but,
that
I mean, yeah, but like that is an article of plastic consumerism. I'm not
these
sure.
things are gonna wake up, right? Yep. There it is.
Oops. Bit less beefy, these ones.
Yeah. Yeah, I popped Blackest Night because it was good on the last one. It was not good on this pull. They died too fast. How dare you kill things and not get me a free ability? Stop doing damage, Kyle.
I'm sorry. I'll do my best to suck more.
Here's some beefy boys.
Yeah, these look beefy.
I really like the look of this place.
Nice little temple. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, fresh.
I too want a statue of General Grievous.
Yeah, we definitely fought this one in the Fractal Continuum, but this one's all
but
statue-y.
it was. Can we talk about the purple smoke billowing out of the temple behind it?
Yeah, that's nice and evil. I don't know what's going on there, but I like it. But isn't Ralger's symbol purple? So it might not be evil smoke. It might just be Ralger smoke.
Oh, Ralger's letting a big fat one rip. I'm gonna assume this is gonna hurt. And Blackest Night it. I was right! And instead of it hurting, it gave me a free ability. This is very cool active mitigation. Dark Knight continues to be among the most pleasant, cool, and active tanking I've ever experienced in an MMO.
What are you doing, bro?
Not enough damage to pop Blackest Night. That's what he's doing.
So Blackest Night is like a shield that has to be depleted.
It's a
to get your
shield,
thing?
and if it gets depleted before the duration is up, I get a free ability that costs the exact same amount as Blackest Night.
Neat.
So, it's an efficiency thing. But usually with bosses, you can tell because it's like, oh hey, an ability is about to happen.
Oh, neat little knockback.
You know, think of it the super chat. Don't Ralger smoke. Don't breathe this. Jonathan, I will read that when I am not tanking. Thank you for the super chat. I'm trying to look at it, but little lengthy for a boss fight. I'll read it after this. Oh, that stung.
Pushback.
How dare you?
Right.
So rude. No. You hate to see it.
Oh, I think I hit a shield.
Is shield? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I think he puts up shields on some directions of himself. And that's
Oh,
why we were
that's
getting knocked back.
what's causing these knockbacks?
Yeah. So he only flashes it for a moment, but it's kind of the note of like, hey, only hit him in this one zone or you'll be getting knocked back.
Gotcha.
I think we can finish him where this goes off.
I think so too. Oh, there's a matching thing with that. I just ate it. It didn't do that much damage.
Oh, wait, was the coin actually related to the little symbol?
Seems like it, yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Jonathan Anderson, thanks again for the super chat. Said tip for using the Blackest Night with a, what's a WHM? White Mage? Oh. Wait until the ads build up stun resistance from Holy, then they can't break your shield if they're not hitting you. Interesting. Oh, do we have a White Mage with us?
We do.
Ah. Not a thing I'm used to keeping an eye on. Damn, that was a cool transition.
Yeah, nice little room here.
Oh, this looks good.
Wave the blade, wave the fist.
Hey, wait a minute. That's the name of this this dungeon.
I should be AoEing.
Looking for stun resistance from Holy. How do I know if that's built up? Is my next question. Oh, these are some good-looking ghosts. I know they're just like dude models, but I like the glow.
Yeah. What?
They'll be hitting you. Well, I mean,
what's the orb? Oh, it's a bomb.
I was hoping for a more informed way to, or like another way to read the situation to know when they're going to start hitting me or something like that. Mike, thank you for the super chat. It's pronounced Evilus, but only if you are in legacy controls.
Thank you for the super chat. I like flames. I like all this. The ruined
This
temple.
dungeon is a darling.
Yeah.
I'm very into this. So much AoE from me. I'm just wrecking fools. I love it.
You know what? Something that's never come up in these dungeons is bad paths. The trolls.
Didn't it come up in the Tonberry dungeon? It was like a pat.
That's right. Yeah, he was like a mechanic that moved around.
It was very specific mechanic though, yeah.
But we've never had to like wall pull anything or pull things back and then like really go hide as a regular mechanic in this game.
That's true. Oh, you know what? That Coeurl's a pat.
Oh, you know, look at him. Yeah, yeah.
As you say it.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, it's an older form, and it's definitely a time-wasting mechanic.
Yeah, it's an older form, but it checks out.
Like so many things, if the content's already engaging, I don't mind it.
Oh, we got a cool purple bubble down there with a figure in the middle. Dude, this room looks incredible. Look at this. The PS3 died for this, Kyle.
For an old man? Oh, he's kind of neat.
That is not just any old man, dude. That's like Master Roshi took off his shirt.
Oh, nice. He's got the, Isn't Septus a piercing type? What are the Cerebrus?
You're thinking of Septum.
Well, Well, what's the lion hands called in God of War and other stuff? It's a weapon type. It's a.
Oh, I have absolutely no idea. I have absolutely no clue. I've never been a big fist weapon guy. Cestus.
Cestus. Yeah. Yeah. Neat. Look at the broke up
Cool.
arena too. That looks nice.
God, this whole room. This room looks incredible. All right, going in. Oh, hey, bud. Being visited by Bailey. Oh, he already left. Woo!
What does green mean?
Green?
Yeah, Faye just got hit by something green. I don't recall the green.
Oh, there's stuff in the back. And now there's stuff in front of him. That's a nice little dance.
Hey, shooting out his fist weapons. Healer Buster?
Healer Buster. Interesting.
Bender, I love the
Do we grab these things?
Ghostbusters reference. It seems so. That you all did it. I kept DPSing. I'm padding my numbers.
What numbers, Kyle? You should never be able to see your
Oh
numbers. You
shit!
have no way
He's
of
gonna
knowing what
punch
your
the
numbers are.
ground.
Oh, look at that!
He's going full dongo dongo. From the Shadow Temple.
That was cool. Oh, we got more things. Oh, they are converging from different
Yeah,
directions.
he's got several things going on right now.
That was cool.
Ooh. Oh, was it Bongo Bongo? That makes more sense. It was Dodongo Cave.
Yeah, that was like I was wondering about that for a second, but I didn't. I'm a little distracted at the moment. Still thinking about how hilarious that it is, that one super chat where you made good on your bet that we would never get a monk. If our monk player did that just so we would get $10, kudos.
And he was neat.
That was a cool fight. That was a really cool dungeon. Oh man, I really enjoyed everything about that.
So,
I liked looking at it. I liked playing it.
So what was it that so the healer buster, does it just like take a healer and take them to very low health so they have to manage themselves?
I don't know.
That's
I'm sure chat will let us know here in a second.
Yeah, so Carto says, this is Ivan Curlfist, founder of the sect, and the floating furball if you get the minion. His weapons are Sfarai, the monk relic. Super Side Swiper confirms these are the monk relics.
Super Side Swiper sent a super chat during that's confirming that they're the monk relics. Daykoff sent a super chat saying insert JoJo. Oh, you're gonna have to pronounce that for me. I don't know how to pronounce that. Kyle.
Oh, you go ora, 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 ora. Yeah, so when he punches, he goes ora, ora a lot.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And then Winkle sent in a super chat saying those orbs were a damage up buff, so nice padding. Ah!
Oh, hey.
You played yourself.
I did.
Damn, this room is cool. I really like this room. Can you fall off? No, you cannot. Well, that was damn delightful.
It was a handsome, handsome room.
Well, it's a handsome, handsome room. I'm gonna exit. I'm assuming there's not a exit cinematic, but I could be wrong. Wouldn't be my first time being wrong. Yeah, I was right. Marjorie says. I too am most eager to hear just went on in the closed fist. She's shocked, Kyle. She also has extremely modern glasses for someone in a fantasy setting.
I mean, they are multiversal travelers, so.
She went into Omega, and this came in from another, dimension. You fought with Ivan Curlfist? Yes, I know who that is because super chats. I have read that he honed his martial prowess by wandering the mountains, fighting all the Coeurls he could. They say he took the creature's movements for his own, devising a style of fighting like no other. To think he had been waiting there all this time for a new challenger. My mind is made up. I too will become a monk. All right, that's $10 you owe us. Hearing your story, I realize that I must meet Ivan Curlfist myself. I will need to strengthen my body and mind to have any chance of reaching him. After a dramatic zoom in. And I plan to start working on my mind. There is still much I need to read about the monks and their religion. Or perhaps I would be better served by searching for a local that is versed in the Fist of Ralgar. Allow me to thank you. I would not have awoken to my true calling had you not shown me the temple ruins. The next time our paths cross, I imagine I will look somewhat different. Until then.
Just standing there in shock of it all.
I like what Luke says in chat. Read? I'm pretty sure Lise just started punching things.
I can definitely say that I have never met a monk quite like her. I'll be interested to see how far she is able to go.
Nice.
That was a fun little dungeon.
That was a very fun little dungeon. I'm gonna probably go to bat for that sucker when we get around to this wall of dungeons. I really liked that.
And GG to our crew who joined us for that.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm always like, they're watching too. I'm always bad about GGing when we do pre-mates. I apologize.
I don't think we can be blamed. Sadly, I'm gonna call it there, man. I'm not feeling well. I was gonna suggest we usually go till 6, minimum, and this seems like a good stopping point. Yeah, I think I'll call it there. Thank you so much, y'all, for hanging out today, for all the super chats and all the fabulousness. We will be back. The scheduled stream you will see for Thursday, so we'll see you Thursday, but it sounds like we're gonna try to squeeze in a little bonus stream on Wednesday. And get some ether curtains and curtains.
Curtains, yeah. See, I really want to make sure that my ether curtains, match my decor.
Exactly. And then maybe we'll do Kugane Castle then too. We'll see what we get up to. Follow in the Discord. You'll see us kind of do announcements there. Daycott, thank you for the.
Oh, Daycott with an outro super chat. Thank you so much. GG.
Y'all take care. Like the stream. That can help out a ton. So like the stream, subscribe. We'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching.
Thank y'all so much. Have a good one.